it is I, Hannah, and this is my code person, code DM, person,
Co-DM.
my co-person,
Co-person,
Alex.
yes, I'm a
We
co-person.
are one person.
We are one person.
Half a
We control the
person.
same body. Yes,
And
I'm
we play
Alex. We play D&D.
D&D. Yeah, okay, we still have an established intro. The only part about our intros that are still yet established are water.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, water.
Biker Brothers, don't forget those guys.
Oh yeah, the
Speaking
Fichter
of-
brothers.
Yeah.
The Fighter Brothers.
The
That's true.
recap, we're live on the internet. I feel like that's a recurring meme by now.
And
We're memeing Critical Role by doing that.
Yeah, I know, but
They'll sue. They will sue.
You ask Daniel's question of the week.
God, oh yeah. Well, we'll get there in a minute. We are joined today by our special guest. Steal every line of Brian W. Foster, Daniel, Jess, totally not Ryan, Whitney, Evan, Zalek, and soon around 9 o'clock ish, Connor will be showing up.
all right, I forget that he's always late.
We always forget that he's late, but he does exist as part of our friend group.
Yeah.
Well, to start things off, Daniel, do we have any sponsors for today?
We, in fact, do have a sponsor for tonight. And we are
Ooh.
sponsored, in fact, by CD Projekt Red with their new title, Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm wondering where we're going with this.
I recently got it on my computer. I can run it at a solid 24 FPS at minimal
Good deal.
graphics.
Nice.
Oh, great.
Night City has never looked better.
I
baby.
would ask you.
Windows smaller.
I would ask you how much that
graphics
cost
card.
you. Yeah, that is true. That will destroy your graphics card. I would ask you how much that cost you, but I don't think any of us really want to know.
What the game cost me? Nothing. I got it as a gift from a friend. Thank you very much, Steven, if you're
Oh.
watching this.
Oh, that is
Um,
actually a good deal. Sorry, Steven, for your loss in your.
It was 60
wallet.
bucks. It's a regular AAA game. It's a bit much for college students, but you know.
Expensive.
Yeah.
That for us, who almost none of us have a steady income, that's a lot of money.
It is, yeah.
Steven does have a steady income.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Well, he's
Um,
special.
I'm
then.
not. I'm
Good
not
for
trying to
Steven.
cripple his
organs.
anus here. He's a good friend.
So thank you, Cyberpunk 77. They don't actually sponsor us.
Yes, if
I-
we got
I
money
do-
from
They
them,
should,
that would
though.
be cool.
I do have to clarify that we're not actually sponsored by them. Does anybody else have any sponsors for tonight?
I have queso, my homemade queso.
Ooh.
Hey, nice.
We're
Okay,
sponsored by
so-
Tostitos. I'm sorry, we can't. It's a
Oh, I
conflict of
also
interest.
have Tostitos, if you guys can pull it
Tostitos
up.
with the queso?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I love Tostitos scoops. They're so nice. They're scoops.
They're
just
the better ones. Why would anyone get the
So
regular chips then?
scoopable.
It
I
depends
think-
on the situation.
I think the
Then I-
regular ones work better with queso because you can just dip it in. It doesn't like.
Nah,
But you can
Full
put the
club.
queso inside the bowl. It's like eating like a taco salad.
Yeah, but then you use up all of your queso, and then you don't have queso.
and
But then you have
Oh, hell,
your,
hell
your
no.
ratio's kind of off then, and you're like,
Yeah.
not too much queso per chip.
I think do we have any other sponsors?
I mean, as always, water.
Water.
Good old water.
Our reusable water bottles. We like the environment. We
Yeah.
like water.
Hannah occasionally.
Look, my mom keeps getting Propel and this like pure leaf iced tea from the place she worked at, and like our church. So like, she just keeps bringing home this stuff, and it's like I'm not gonna not drink it, cause like otherwise it's a waste of food
Mhm.
and water. I guess it's drinks,
A waste of
But-
water.
but it's also like a waste of plastic.
Yeah.
You could just give me one giant cooler of Propel and I'd be fine.
But really, is Propel even water though?
Yes.
Propel is electrolyte water.
It's
Oh, I
everything that
didn't
water is and
update the
better.
things. Oh no.
I agree with that. Not
Not
as
as
good.
good as juice.
I'd agree. You said not as good as juice. I'd probably agree with that too.
Orange juice, extra pulp, best. Best.
Ew.
Pulp in your orange juice?
I can enjoy pulpy orange juice.
But the
No.
extra
Not
pulp-
extra
No,
pulp. Extra
don't put
pulp's a little
pulp
far.
in my orange juice. I don't
You
want to
wanna-
be chewing while I'm drinking.
Oh.
This is why I don't like soup.
Whoa,
It's
that's
a
new
textural
comment.
This is why you don't
experience,
like
Hannah.
soup? How dare you
Hannah.
hate soup though?
Don't
Who
like
doesn't like
soup?
soup?
I don't like soup.
Soup is great.
Alright, what
It's
about
annoying.
ramen noodles? Is that a soup?
I have gotten to the point where I drink
Yes.
soup out of a mug. That is how my
Ramen
finals
is
are
a soup.
going.
Do you guys think
Any-
cereal is a soup?
No,
No.
we're
Yes.
not getting into
It's
this
just
debate.
warm,
It's a
Alex.
stew. Get
Yeah.
it right. Anyway,
It's a stew?
it's a stew.
You don't eat soup for breakfast. It doesn't count.
You eat stew for breakfast.
It's very
Anyway,
popular, you know.
we'd also like to thank the Feichter brothers, Alexander Nakarada and Ian Grimm for providing royalty-free music for college students like us to use in our videos on YouTube and Twitch. You can find them. I think you can find all 4 of them on YouTube, Tuber Music, the Feichter brothers. You can find them all over the place. All their stuff
I've-
is free or pay what you want. It should be linked in the description.
Yes, I did actually update. I've updated the description since like last time. So
Once
Now
you
it's
figured out
in-
their names. Yeah.
yeah, once you actually told me their names, yeah. Yeah, it is in the description. I actually just updated it because it wasn't up to date for session 40 because it
That's
was
good.
session 39. But yeah, it's our 40th session, guys. We've been going at this for a
40
while.
The big 40. If
Yeah.
we were a middle-aged adult, we would be depressed right now.
Statistically.
I'm already
Statistically, we'd probably be depressed.
Statistically, we probably already are, which
Yeah.
is sad.
Yeah, but you know, a wise man once said, "Fuck statistics."
I mean, you're not wrong.
Anyway, do you
I
think
think that's just more than one person though. That said that.
Probably.
Someone said it first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A wise man,
Or woman.
or woman, or person.
Someone.
Or
Someone.
non-binary.
We'll just go with
Member of
the
the human race.
non-binary gender.
They.
A wise
someone.
someone.
Why someone said something. Anyway, if there's nothing farther that anybody would like to talk about, I think we can get into the recap. I think I got music fit this for you guys. In our last session, Deception and Dragons, the Wayfarers traveled to the small town of Chester to solve the mystery of Frozier's supposed death. After arriving at the funeral and some initial misunderstandings, the party recruited Frozier's old friends, Holly and Curiel, to solve the mystery. Going to the Cowardly Fork, the Wayfarers talked to some of the servants, Pendrith and Thomas, as well as a young teen who described to them a murderous and faceless Frozier who killed Ariana and escaped with burns on his hands. But this conversation was soon interrupted by a young red dragon named Kistarian, who descended upon the town in a fit of rage. After some really good rolls and spells, the party managed to appease Kistarian, with Silius giving up the Fang of the Wild Mother, a vestige of the Divergence, and learned of their hunt after a mysterious figure who tricked them into escaping without suitable payment. Offering to solve both of the problems at once, the party took up the charge to find the fake Frozier and headed off toward Endair in search of the figure. After arriving back in Endair with no trace of the figure, the party found out that Cliff, the assassin that attempted to kill Guinevere, was found dead in his cell the previous night. Exhausted from traveling, most of the party decided to head back home for the rest of the night, while Thaya left to go to the congregate headquarters to see what more information she could find there. And that
Wait. Oh. We didn't talk about that thing that we talked about afterward, right?
No.
no.
That hasn't
We're gonna
happened
get there.
canonically yet. We're
gonna
going to
Canonically,
get
it hasn't
there.
happened yet.
Which means I need to fix my character sheet.
Yes.
Jest. Thaya.
Yeah.
We
wait, are
leave
you
off.
not with Guinevere?
No, okay, yeah.
Is
So I don't
Guinevere
know-
with you?
Okay, so who was all walking around that night when we were doing? Were we doing locate something?
Locate-
Wait, did you do that night, or did you do it?
Yeah, no, this was that night. Some of us were there. I know
It was
Gwen.
Yeah, I left with you.
Cinder,
yes.
me, and
Holly.
Yeah, anyone else?
probably Frozen, then
Maybe
and
Jack.
Curiel.
I
I
mean,
think pretty much everybody went.
if y'all want to be there, then yeah, we were all there.
You
I
said
don't
you.
thi- I
Yeah,
don't
you.
like stealth away. I just don't go home. If anyone noticed, they noticed.
Yeah, I think most people said they went home.
Mm-hmm.
You went. Does anybody want to join Thaya to wherever she's going?
I'll go.
Guinevere. Okay.
Okay.
So Guinevere and Thaya, you make your way to go to the congregate headquarters. You arrive there, and it's frantic. It is hectic in this headquarters. I mean, you've been in there before. It's been kind of busy the entire time you're there, but it's like people are rushing around. Some of the places just don't have people around it, but some places have like too many people around it. And you walk in to see this scene. And there's a secretary sitting at the front desk, and they look up. Like, how can I help you?
Do you see the problem behind you, or do we have
Still
to
there.
right now?
What?
What do you say,
What?
Val?
I said I was talking to the secretary, saying, like, "Do you see the problem right behind you, or do we need to establish that?"
This is like normal now because of like the new restrictions upon
don't
who
wanna
can
talk to
enter
her.
the city. The congregate soldiers have been distributed to the outside perimeter. Also, many like congregate soldiers have to go around town to enforce the curfew. So everyone's a little bit stressed. You need some
Man.
help, ma'am.
And I just touch. I touch. Give me a sec. I go. Yeah. Hi. We were sent by. He's like, I gotta find names. It's been forever. Who sent us? Was it the Archmage? Sure. We were sent by the Archmage. We were allowed to see the body of Cliff, who is in your custody and has been killed.
Okay.
But
You
can't-
probably.
I can't listen to this voice.
This
We
is the
don't stand in
accent.
argument.
This is the accent of Endire.
This is the regional accent of Endire. Everyone else you've talked to is kind of strange.
It's a valley girl, and I don't think I can be here for this.
It's canon. Look, you have to talk with Lieutenant Justice, okay?
Point us in the direction.
We probably already know that.
I don't know. I don't think I haven't met him. I don't think.
You have not heard of this person.
Okay.
They point in the back where you can see, next to the office of Captain. She points for the office of Captain Solvig, but right next to the office is a smaller office, though still nice. With the door open.
Okay. I say thank you, Miss Secretary, and I walk to the door, and then just walk in.
Knocking.
No, I don't. If you do, it's up to you.
As
I'll
you
go.
walk toward the door, you can see the nameplate on the door. It says Lieutenant Justice Galaxath. I'll put the
Can you
name
Yeah, thank you.
in chat for you guys.
Galisac?
Galaxath. Lieutenant Justice Galaxath.
How long
you
does
gotta
it
That's-
take for
that's
that name?
That's a lot.
I don't trust this. I don't trust
I don't
this.
trust this either.
You literally, it's just
You
a man with a
haven't
name
even
called
met
Justice.
him. It's just his name.
The first name Justice, can't trust that.
There's what's his face? Victoria Justice.
That's a last name.
I don't trust her.
Okay.
I know somebody named Justice growing up. I didn't like
also
them,
I
but
also do.
Yeah, I don't trust her.
Um.
And,
It's probably him.
yeah. So yeah. I
So
walk in.
yeah,
You hear me now?
as you enter, yes, we
there
can
we go.
hear you.
Oh, okay, there we go. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't working for a second there.
Were
I
you?
said, I said Lieutenant Justin Galaxy, and nobody told me to shut the fuck up.
There must be something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you enter Lieutenant Justice's office. There's a probably about 40-year-old Triton man there. He's got a very nice, like, military, very done up. He's sitting up straight, and he's kind of, like, immediately, he was writing stuff down, but he immediately looks up as you guys enter. Hello, state your business.
Hi. Hi, we'd like to see the body of Cliff, the captor. The Archmage said we were allowed to.
The Archmage said? Do you have that in any written form, or...
No, but
Can we show them the band that we have? Like,
yeah,
are they like they're high
we're
up?
the Wayfarers. We've been doing help with the city like for the last couple weeks.
Yes, I've heard of you, but just because you're the Wayfarers doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Unfortunately, you'll have to go through
guy.
the normal
Yes.
means.
Sir, do you want us to call
Lieutenant.
the Archmage? I don't want us to call the Archmage.
This is
Also,
a
this
political there's a political investigation going on, and there are several investigations in the city for the guard. This is a very private affair. You cannot just barge in and demand to see bodies.
We're not
Wait, I have
demanding.
to say, excuse me, Lieutenant. I apologize for interrupting and everything, but I had a relationship with this guy. Can we please see it? See
I
it.
call his
Relationship.
hand. I call that a relationship too.
It is a relationship.
Do you have any documentation of this relationship?
His hand.
We have his hand.
Well, I don't have his hand, but it
Do
was.
you actually
yeah.
say you have his hand?
I don't have his hand.
I think he turned in his hand.
You turned in his
I
hand.
did turn his hand. No, I said, but I'm not. I said we can call the Archmage if you want, but I don't want us.
I don't want to
That's
involve him. Yeah.
Yeah. we've
I'm
already
sorry,
gotten
but without
permission.
any proper documentation or the Archmage here telling me,
These
I
scars-
cannot let
That's
you
why
in.
I turn around because I've had enough, and I go to the Archmage. right here, right now.
Okay.
I was like, do these scars not tell you anything about? I almost died. Is that not
No,
important to you?
He almost killed me
not
twice.
really, to be honest.
That is a great way to treat your citizens of
Now,
this country. We are
if
tax-paying
you
citizens.
Will
Are you?
leave
I
my
was thinking
office.
we have a house.
Wilderness.
Yeah, the Wayfarers are.
Good day to you.
Uh,
No.
He
Okay,
gestured
so-
at the door for you guys
Mhm.
to leave.
I left before that second half of the
Yep.
conversation. After he kept repeating, I walked to the Archmage.
As a point of order, as you leave Lieutenant's office, you can see that there are several different officers and soldiers and other members of the congregate. I'm kind of looking at you with like surprise, like wide eyes. Some of them are laughing a little bit, and they're like, "Lieutenant Justice," and they're just like laughing.
That's Lieutenant Galaxath to you. You hear him
okay.
shout.
Galaxy.
So wait, okay, so they're laughing at him.
Yes.
Yeah, they seem to be laughing at him. Some of them seem pretty interested in your conversation. One of the soldiers comes up to you. Pretty nondescript, like standard looking armor. Doesn't look like they have any ranks or anything. And they're like, "Oh, hey, I heard you wanted to know a bit more about that guy that died today."
Yeah, we'd also like
Um,
to see the body. I mean, because I heard he had no markings really on him. He was kind of strange.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
do both of us, or can I give her advantage, or?
Yeah.
Just straight roll. Just straight roll.
One sec, my roll 20 is being real slow.
Sorry.
Hey, no.
Okay. 22 is good.
The guard looks at Lieutenant Justice's office, and then looks back and kind of like gestures for the both of you to follow.
Yeah, I follow.
And
Okay.
he kind of looks like he's escorting you out of the congregate headquarters. And you get to right outside of the door, and he closes the door and goes, "Look, I heard some pretty crazy information. One, I heard that. Well, I was there yet last night. Okay. I was in the prison. They put me on guard duty there. I did punishment for being late to training. So I was on guard duty late last night. Before we found the body, I swore that there was some kind of small person there, like a gnome or a halfling, walking through the prison. But like, when I went to go check, there was nobody there."
How tall are you talking? Are you talking like my height? Or
I,
smaller?
I mean, I didn't get it too good of a look, but like small, like definitely less than like 3 feet.
Okay.
Did you? Sorry,
Can
you
I
go.
ask, is this guy bullshitting us right now?
Make an
Yeah,
insight
make an
check.
insight check.
While she's doing that, well, I'll let you
There
guys
we go.
on.
I mean, it doesn't look like he's lying. He seems pretty forthright. You can tell that like he's kind of like whispering it, like he really wants to tell somebody.
What's your-
And
yeah. Sorry.
he actually goes on and goes, "Look, I keep trying to tell. When we went to go check, there was nobody there. My the other soldiers didn't believe me, and even when I told the higher ups, they checked all the records because there's some kind of magical system or spells or guards. I'm not sure. I'm not big. I don't know too much about them, but like they said that there's nobody came in. But soon after, like maybe like 20, 30 minutes later, that's when we found Cliff's body. That guy's body. He was he had a chain wrapped around his neck. Looked like he hung himself.
Now, why do you think that telling us would be the best situation right now?
Look, there's some strange things going on around here. And I don't know. I mean, everyone's so busy, I would tell Captain Solvig, but she's so busy with the whole lockdown and the whole. I mean, between the borders and the curfew, she's so stressed she can't take any more cases. And Lieutenant Galaxath is all about bureaucracy. Like you gotta respect the man in battle and combat and respecting hierarchy and everything because of his whole background. But sometimes it's just a little too much. He's not willing to break the rules to get things
No,
worked.
he's an asshole. You're okay to admit that.
Yeah, we won't tell. We kind of agree.
He's kind of a jerk face a little. He's a good. Don't get me wrong. He's a great
Andy.
lieutenant. Like he's a good person at heart, but he's kind of a jerkwad a little bit.
He seems to have a power trip, you know?
No, he
Uh-huh.
doesn't stick up his ass. Okay, he's just like. I read a little bit about Tritons. They're all about that military hierarchy and everything. Super focused on that the chain of command. He's very focused on that. But look, I don't know if they can get past. I'm not smart, okay? I'm not wild. I don't know a lot about the ways of magic. And I don't know a lot about. Look, I just hit stuff and I just watch, and that's my job. And I'm really good at looking at things and watching for things. And I
Okay.
know that I saw a person. I'm not crazy.
We
But
believe you. We believe you.
We believe you.
If somebody got past the wards and the barriers, that means they must have had either some really powerful magic, or they knew how to get around them.
Yeah. What's your name, by the way?
Yeah, what is your name? We don't know who the fuck you are.
Name?
My name.
Good question.
Good question.
Give me a minute.
Inigo Montoya.
Captain Kirk from Star Trek.
No, he's not a captain.
My name is
Peyton.
Peyton. Peyton. Laughing Steel.
What was
Wait.
that last name?
Laughing Steel. Don't make fun of it, okay?
Wait,
Last
is his name Peyton? Like Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Peyton.
No. Laughing.
Laugh. Steel.
Nice.
Okay. That's.
Ew, that's how you spell Peyton. Ew.
He looks like he's a half elf. He's got like small pointed ears. He has kind of a dark brown skin. It looks like his hair's cut like super short. He's
Is
got
he like a kid?
Okay. You've given us a lot Giving us a lot. Okay, younger than me. I am a.
you're like he's
No.
definitely young,
Yeah.
but he's definitely an adult.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we believe you. No, we know these people. Magical
Does
ability.
he have facial hair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
No.
a half elf. Half elves can grow beards. He has a it looks like he has like some kind of like not a lot of facial hair, but he has like a square beard, like a
Does
perfectly
he have the like the
square
invisible mustache?
Why?
Like the
Why are
beard.
you hanging up?
Okay.
The beard is like attached to the mustache. It's like one thing. It's like imagine.
It's a goatee.
Yeah, no, imagine Soham's beard, okay?
It's just a
Except
full beard.
it's
It's
just
not attached
square-
to shit. It's
Square it out, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, unimportant. I just wanted to know his name. That's all I needed.
Look, I just don't tell anybody I told you that. I've been trying to tell my comrades and my superiors, but they just won't listen. And honestly, with all
yeah,
this
they're
talk,
assholes too.
look, there's all this talk about silence stuff, and there's rumors going around that somebody high up in the system's part of the silence, and that's why none of this stuff is getting solved.
Interesting. Are there any speculations on like who that might be?
I don't know. It could be somebody in the congregate. Maybe somebody on one of the advisors to the Empyrean or Archmage. I heard some people said that maybe it was the Archmage or Empyrean themselves, but I
That's what we
don't know
heard.
that. But
I have a question though. Like, did you see any sign of like the guards being turned off for like maybe like a minute or so, like a power outage that happened? Because we were not in Endair at that time, probably.
not that I know of. No, I didn't see anything. I was in the back of the. I wasn't up front for any of my shift though. I was in the back. I was patrolling.
Do you know anyone who was there then? Like someone like ran in front, because Cliff is a maximum security prisoner, so like he has to have someone in front of him. We saw someone
I
running,
mean,
right? Thought?
That's not maximum security. That was detainment.
He had one hand. He's not gonna do much damage.
Exactly. Besides, he was chained up. We didn't understand how that man could get out of his chains, but he's part of the silence, so we should
Wait,
expect.
Did he
more.
hang himself with the same chains that were used to restrain him?
How do you hang yourself with one
Yes.
hand?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't
Do
know.
I
You
look
hang yourself
smart?
with what?
One
I don't-
One
hand.
hand.
I don't know how you
Can
would
you try real
physically
hard?
do that,
Try real hard.
but
Try real hard, okay.
he
Thank you,
probably must have. I mean,
Meditation?
but look, I don't know. I don't know if he hung himself. That's the thing.
Well,
'Cause
Peyton,
If that small person was real, maybe that small person did it.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, Peyton, you've been a real help.
You've
Goodbye.
been a very good boy, Peyton. Thank you for your
Really?
time. We're gonna do.
Really?
Yeah, Peyton.
Oh,
Oh my
wait,
god.
what are your names? What are your names?
We are the Wayfarers. No.
You're part of the Wayfarers?
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye.
totally.
Can I get your...
Oh, can I knock this guy's nuts
I
out?
just
Is that
want your
possible?
autograph.
Hold on. You
Silence
can
bracket.
absolutely have my autograph.
Before you leave,
Can I punch him? Oh.
I'll punch him.
before you
I
leave,
buy
please
autograph.
ask him for his mother and father's name.
What's your pet's first name?
My mom's name is Jess. And my father's name is no.
Ugh.
No.
Amazing.
Well, we're gone. This encounter is over.
Okay.
We get
Wonderful.
Jack's signature, autograph
So wait, I
and we're-
can't
Yeah.
punch him?
No,
You
we're
want my
gone. We're
autograph?
leaving.
Do you want to punch him?
No, we're in the middle of headquarters, you idiot.
We're busy.
I won't punch him hard, and he wanted an autograph.
Are you
That's
just
my
doing
sister,
like
my
a
autograph.
light punch, or are you actually punching him?
Don't hurt
I
him.
mean, Could I give her like a light punch on the shoulder? Like,
Like a playful hey?
Like, is it a playful punch, or are you actually like trying to hurt
I'll
him?
give him a playful punch, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that still does damage because I'm a monk.
Ow.
Okay, roll the yeah. Actually, no. I want to see this. Roll the hit.
Oh my god.
How bad we put it.
I've left.
Okay,
It's
great.
not bad.
Oh, okay, yeah,
That was bad. Ow. That
yeah.
really
You hit him
hurt.
on the shoulder. Your arm hurts a little bit because, like, you know he's wearing armor and stuff, but
Why'd you do that?
You wanted an autograph.
Damn,
like,
you're
you're
so
Starlight, that's what-
cool.
So cool. Cool.
Can we end this encounter now?
Okay, great.
I
It's
guess
just
I
Jess has had
to
enough.
You guys make your way back to
Frozen house.
Frozier's house.
Absolute stupidity.
Wait,
Is
make
there
sure
anything-
that guy isn't following us. Make
The
sure
guy
Peter's not following
does
us.
not follow you.
Yeah, you guys have high enough passive
Boy.
perceptions. He's
No
very
one-
much not following you.
With the
Yeah, I
mentality
was
of
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, kids are stalkers.
He's there. Okay, you guys
Okay.
make your way back to the Frozen's house.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys would like to do or anybody else would like to do before going to sleep? Are you guys telling the
Mhm.
rest of the group about what you guys found out?
Yep,
Wait,
exactly
before we go back, Saya,
that. Yeah.
what do you think happened?
I mean, I bet he was killed.
No, I know about Cliff. I'm talking about who the fuck is this, like, tiny guy?
Is it Delazic? Maybe?
But, like, I don't think it's Blazek, because I don't think I think he's too high up. So he probably, like, sent, like, a henchman.
It could be any of the people at that silent headquarter warehouse thing that was never checked out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We didn't check it out. Remember, we had to leave it when we actually found
Yeah,
the
no, that's
clip.
what I said. We didn't check it out.
Okay.
But I don't know.
So-
This whole thing about there being a silent member in the high ups of the city is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I would explain how maybe the Iraq got like shut down that one, or like how the thieves got access to the Iraq a week
Yeah.
ago. Whenever that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it pieces some things together and makes other things more confusing.
I'm confused. Please help.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, let's go talk to the group and share with what we know, I guess.
Yeah. I just feel like I thought I just wanted to kill this guy myself. Do you think that would have solved a lot of issues that we're having now?
No, because I think they got to interrogate him. So,
Did we
And we-
learn anything though? Maybe
From
not
Cliff?
really, because Cliff doesn't even know who Blazek is.
no, but we learned some things from Cliff. I don't know where I didn't in my notes, but we did learn some things.
Yeah.
Oh, but the last
see.
is an Endair.
Yeah. The thing is, like, would I feel the same satisfaction if I killed Blazek myself? Or
I mean,
because I wanted to kill Cliff, and I think that I don't know. I feel like kind of like salty that like that this bitch got him first.
I think you have some anger management issues. And coming from me, yeah. I'm trying to find my notes where the interrogation
Mhm.
is.
I got mine.
Ah, I found it. Wait, no.
is
Who's
Oliver.
Oliver? Who's
That's
Oliver?
the other guy we found.
Oh my god.
You've done quite a few interrogations.
We did too. He knows smoke. That's what we know.
Yeah. Smoke's not actually maybe in the silence. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're good.
Yeah. We have the Morning Falls, who are our neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I'm down to head back to the group and share with what we learned.
Yeah, so you guys head back to Frosher's house. If you guys want to all sit together and discuss the conspiracy, you guys can. If not, we can move on.
I
Can
don't
we
think
just-
there's much to discuss, really.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
assassin who came in and suicided Cliff,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's the end of it.
But I do
Okay.
think we need to be careful because it would make sense if there is a higher up in Endair who's in the silence.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably Delazic.
I also don't you guys think it's concerning that we're being pompous and parading ourselves around like the Wayfarers, but like, how do you know this is not just a ploy and we're all just gonna get suicide bombed? They know where we live.
They don't know where we live, I don't think. Well, actually,
I
we
yeah,
know
don't.
they
think
do.
we
They
have no
delivered
harm.
money to us.
That's
Frozen,
true.
is your name under your house or is it under another name?
It's under my name.
Okay.
They would know where we live anyway because of the bracelets. They
Yeah.
know where everyone
That's
lives.
true. They know where everyone is at every second if they wanted
Exactly.
to. Well, so plan of attack though. We need to deal with Frozern's family and that man who is somewhere in the city.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think we need to check out that warehouse too in Fisherman's Valley. Was it in Fisherman's Valley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wait, is
Sue's
it the
warehouse.
Rex quarter?
The sus warehouse? Yeah.
It's a Wrench Quarter, I thought.
Yeah,
Wherever it is. Yeah.
It's right on the border.
yeah, it's right on the
of this
border.
thing.
Okay. But I think we need to
Wait,
check.
what day is it?
It is
Thursday.
the night of
It's
the
Sunday.
When do we
um,
have that deal with?
Fantasy Sunday. Yeah,
When is that thing with?
the job for Vergessen is on the 16th. It is currently the 14th. You have 2 more days.
Okay.
Okay. We have time.
Why don't we just completely forget about Vergessen stuff?
We can't. He teleported us here. We owe.
Yeah, I feel like we could, but it'd be like a huge
Bad.
dick move.
Yeah.
Is he gonna actually send us a reminder saying like, "Hey"?
No, but I think if he doesn't, it might not go great for us.
Well, he never told you the details of his job.
Yeah,
Too much.
That is
So-
true.
he told you
Maybe
vague
that's
things,
fine
but
And if we need to go to him and be like, sorry, we can't do this, bigger
Mhm.
things have come up, we could try and convince him or else.
You good?
you could.
But yeah. But I think
Okay,
tomorrow we
yeah.
have to do another pass through the city and see if we can find the mystery man.
Mm-hmm. We did a locate object right last time.
Okay,
Holly?
person.
You did
Something like
locate
that.
creature probably
Locate
with
creature.
Holly. What did you guys tell Holly? I presume you guys told her something, her and Curiel something along the lines of like, "Oh, we'll meet up at this time."
Aren't they here with
Oh wait,
us?
where are they staying?
Well,
Are
I
they
thought they
in
were
the
staying
place
at a separate place, unless they're staying at Frozern's house as well.
It's
Now,
up to Frosian.
8 people.
Why not?
Okay.
They can use my room. I'll just sleep on the floor like.
Oh,
other
wait.
peasants.
Mhm.
Before everyone, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go to bed early. Can I like sneak into Frozen room and like try to fall asleep in his bed? Because this is really nice.
Two
in
other
there.
people there. 2 other people. are
There's
in-
going to be there's
first,
going to be
okay.
3 people in Frozern's room then.
I'm tiny. Okay.
What a perv.
Make a stealth check
Yeah.
against these
Boy.
trained soldiers.
Who sleep with one eye open?
Yeah.
Well, I could be there first. I don't know.
Wait.
This is like-
Is Zalek looking suspicious?
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't ever look suspicious.
What's your passive
Seriously.
perception?
Passive perception's like 10, Hannah.
Hold on, let me check out. this
Wait,
guy's
actually, I don't.
14. Wait, really?
Oh, none of them have a high enough passive perception, actually.
Shit!
I suppose if they're looking for her, they could try to
But
make
why
checks.
would you be looking? But why would you be looking?
Yeah,
Can
why
you-
would the strange
not-
halfling woman?
Passive investigation scores high enough.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they could do passive investigations. That
Well,
was
like,
fine.
you have to, uncover. Okay, this is what happens. I got it. Guinevere quietly goes to bed. You guys don't pay any mind to it. Prosier, you kindly give up your room to Holly and Kirill, who thank you
Nice guy.
profusely, but do that polite thing where they refuse at first, and then you like
Oh my God.
insist, and then they're like, okay, sure, fine. And they go upstairs about a half hour after Zalek goes upstairs.
What a perv.
They
I'm not a perv. They got into the bed first, and his bed is nicer than all of our other beds.
We don't have beds.
Exactly.
Bed sharing.
You have 4.
as they go to get into bed, they see a small lump under the cover, and they pull it back. And Zalek, you're rudely awakened by a sword pointed at your throat, and the intimidating form, half-orc form of Curiel, glaring down at you,
Is it
going,
morning?
"Move. We are sleeping here. Move."
Well, I called dibs tomorrow then. Okay.
This isn't your room. You can't just call dibs on something that's not your room. And he
Well, this is
picks
not your
you
room
up
either.
and puts you down outside the door and then closes the door.
I feel like a cat right now.
That's essentially what just happened.
Yeah.
But is there anything else anyone would like to do before going to sleep tonight?
Joe.
Chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the stupid rock.
Oh god.
Okay. Oh,
Right.
we've made some minor adjustments, by the way, to the Bloodstone, but and so like you can read through and notice them if you feel like it. But
Hold on. Where is this?
it's
It should be in your
yeah,
inventory.
it'll be in your
Not your
inventory,
inventory, your handout.
your handouts. But
Hold on.
it's slightly better.
Slightly better. We fix it. I think the changes we made were they're minor, but they're kind of important.
Yeah.
Okay. As you clutch the stone in your hand, you feel a small pinch as you see a drop of blood emerge from where your hand touches the stone. But it doesn't sit there long, as the stone seems to absorb the blood and suck it back in like a sponge, as if it was never there in the first place. The stone begins to glow a deep red color, and as you look up, you see the same red color outlining two humanoid figures. One of them appears to be more feminine in form, and like lithe. I always said lithe. Lithe in form. It is quite close to you. The other appears to be more masculine in form, but appears to be some distance away, so it's hard to make out details. And as you stare at these forms, you feel your own body weaken, almost as if someone like stabbed you. And as you try to take a breath, it almost seems more difficult, as your Constitution score decreases by 2. Thaya, you are getting ready for bed. On the ground in your own room, I assume, or in the really shitty beds that Frozen bought for you guys.
We don't have enough rooms in this house. Are we? Some.
I think we
Is
do
this-
actually.
There's enough rooms in this house. You guys had enough money to buy a nice house. So you're getting ready for bed, and your really bad bed, that Frozen bought for you, for you guys. As you get ready to go in bed, you kind of feel a kind of like pain in your torso, as you kind of like lean against your bed a little bit. Ah! And as you look up, you see a small glowing figure of this red color on probably like the same floor as you, but like maybe
One room over,
very-
maybe?
one, 2 rooms over. It's very close. As you look up and like look around you, you can see in the distance there's another figure, another masculine form that is quite some distance away, so it's hard to make out any details. But this weakness causes your Constitution to decrease by 1. Make sure you make any adjustments to your hit points as necessary.
Daniel, this better be. Wait, like reduce my hit points too?
Yes, if your Constitution modifier decreases, then you need to reduce your hit points
Yeah, mine 9.
accordingly.
9 minus 73 is 64.
Oh my god, mine is actually higher than just for one.
Right now.
I have a belief that if he turns, everything will be fine.
What do you guys do?
No.
I stumble out of the hall.
I'm going to head out of my room,
Yeah, I
saying
stumble out.
that this unfortunate occurrence.
You, both of you stumble out of your rooms. Kind of the pain, you're starting to become more accustomed to the pain, the difference, the weakness in your body. And you both stumble out of your rooms at the same time and look toward each other, and you see a red outline. You see a red outline around Sylvius, and Sylvius, you see a red outline around Thaya.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a rom-com right now. That sounds like something straight out of a rom-com.
I mean, they're related. Come on, Dad.
They're
Get your mind out of the
Except
gutter.
they're related, and then it makes it weird.
Yeah.
What the
Good
hell is
evening.
what the hell is happening?
I have some good news and some bad news for you.
Why are you glowing red?
Well, I'll start with the good news first. Congratulations, you have royal blood in your veins.
Huh?
The bad news is, you must die now. On guard.
Huh?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's sit down in the living room. I think
Wait.
I'll explain things there.
You can explain why you're glowing and why there's something else like a few thousand feet away?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I follow, yeah.
Sit down on the couch. The polka dot couch.
Polka dot couch.
Polka dot couch, yeah.
With the yellow table.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, congratulations, you're now part of the Aragon bloodline.
The who's-y who what?
I'm surprised you don't know them. They're kind of like the
Do I know them?
leading-
Yes, you very much know them. The Aragons are like the royalty of
Tutelay.
Tutelay, which
Wait,
is where you
Aragon
grew up.
like the Dragon Book, or Aragon like Catherine and Aragon?
It's not Aragorn. It's I can put it in the thingy.
Yeah, spell it out for us.
Oh.
Aragon.
What do you mean I'm a part of this? I've never... What?
Yeah, so how much do you know about your childhood?
Dude, I was 6 when my parents died. So, minimal. I mean, okay, well, I'm gonna have to ask Hannah this. Was my father an elf and my mother was 3/4, or was a half elf?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but then I shared that with Dan. I go, I mean, we lived in Tutelay my whole life on like the outer ring, the third one.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
outer
I mean-
petal, whatever it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, the outer petal.
I mean, but I had a normal childhood. I never knew my distant family because, as far as I knew, you know, it wasn't approved of my parents.
Yeah, damn right it wasn't approved of.
What do you wait? Do you know about them?
Well, I don't know about the woman, but I know about Dane, who's your father.
Wait, now I have to write notes because I didn't. How do you know my father?
Well, he's my older brother.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're a no.
Yeah, tough titty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because of my uncle's actions, and then who died, and then my brother's actions, who's still alive. This is my current form, not the wonderful elven one.
So you're an elf?
By blood, yes. In form, a no.
Okay, I know Dan's telling the truth, but Thai is rolling insight.
It's hard to tell.
Okay, so I'm still skeptical.
Yeah, you're still a little
Yeah.
skeptical, although, like, Thaya has
pretty
known
weird.
Sylvius for a while, so you feel like you could tell if he's lying, but, like, all of this is just
It's about
so
logic.
bonkers. Like, what?
What do you... So wait, how are you a gnome if you're originally an elf?
Yeah, so it all started with my uncle. He went off and got some sort of concubine with some other race. I don't even know if it was a gnome. Don't know the race of that one.
So wait, your other uncle, are you referring to my father, or...
No. My uncle.
Oh wait, no,
Not-
my father's your brother. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is a lot.
He ran off with some
This
concubine,
is Amari tonight.
but then he got himself killed. And because of his actions, he bestowed a curse upon the Aragon bloodline. If the Aragons were to procreate with anyone of not the elven race, their children would be forced to endure my form.
But then why are you a gnome and I'm me?
That
because-
I don't know. I don't know if what my brother did kind of shifted things. If that's like if you're a one-time thing.
Are you the first in your family to?
To be a gnome, yeah.
So who is? And I point in the direction of the other light.
That
Who
is
are-
your father and my brother.
That's impossible.
How so?
He was killed in our house fire.
Well, the man has wily ways. He's mage after all. At least that's what he was trained in. I'm sure he could have gotten away somehow. But
But he would just leave us. I mean, I searched for them.
well, he didn't want to be found by my bloodline, so I'm sure any investigation you've done on your part would dwarf that of the Aragons. But I finally done it.
Thaddeus sits there in shock and confusion.
Well, I must admit that my jest earlier was not simply a jest. It
Which-
is my
Part of the jest. What was a jest?
that it is the family's fate for you to meet your end. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, I'd
Yet.
sure hope.
It is. I'm still my family's still under my honor. I must protect my family and do what I can to serve them. I have qualms about killing you. You've been a good friend of mine. We've been through much together, and we still have much to do, including the silence, dealing with them. But my brother and your father, I have no qualms about. He has betrayed the family, and as such, he must die.
I have qualms. Because first of all, how do you know he's alive? Like that's him.
Well, if this stone is correct, and based on what it's done so far, it is.
What stone are you talking about?
Pull out the bloodstone. Yeah, you might be feeling a little weak. So am I. Probably, I'm feeling really shit right now, to be honest.
Yeah. Where'd
But
you get this?
Viner gave this to me,
Okay.
and paid her a handsome sum for it. So hopefully this thing doesn't keep me feeling like shit.
Can you like turn it off and make the?
I hope so, but I don't know where that.
Oh,
thing-
I actually
light
just added to it. You can turn it off as a free action.
Okay. Yeah. So I can turn it off, but I think I need to go scout out where that house is.
Well, I'm coming with you.
Sure thing. But don't stop me. You either help me or you don't come.
No promises.
Nice to see. He has explaining to do, as there are parts of the story even I don't know. But do you have any other questions that I could possibly answer?
No, because I'm not sure I fully believe you yet. This is outrageous.
Alright, then. Put on your armor, get your weapons ready. We're heading out in 10 minutes, in 5 minutes.
Okay. And I just sit there. I sit there, not moving.
My heart is racing right now. This is actually making me feel that way.
We might be speeding up our timeline.
I'm going to go ahead and take out my spare longsword that I kept from before and sharpen it.
Okay.
You, I'm assuming you keep the Bloodstone active.
Yeah.
I will point out that as an action,
Yeah.
let's see. As a bonus action, you sense the distance of one creature relative to your location. You can choose which creature it is. Also, Jess, can you see the Bloodstone?
No, we
on
never
the-
showed it to her.
We can
No.
just show it to all people then.
Should we put it for everyone? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we just go like this. Look,
I
it's a
got it.
pretty bloodstone, guys.
Oh, is that an emerald? Oh, not a diamond. But
It's a diamond.
It's supposed to be
it-
diamond with blood in it. It's not a very good picture. There's not pictures of bloodstones.
Yeah, there's no bloodstone pictures, but it sucks. It's supposed to be a large diamond worth at least 5,000 gold pieces. But while you know the direction as part of this action, to invoke the stone, you know the direction they are in, and you can see a red outline of the creature, and they are under the effects of a fairy fire spell, but only you can benefit from it. So
What can I see? So I can see the outline of the other person.
Yeah.
so you
And an outline of Sylvius.
Yeah. an outline of this. So you have the effects of the fairy fire spell
Yeah.
just for those two people, and Sylvius has it for you and the other figure.
Hypothetically,
Yeah, I-
if you were to attack each other, you would all have advantage on any rolls against each other.
Can I?
Would I? Would they?
Yeah.
I thought
Because
it was only I that would get the effect of fairy fire.
Nope, it's
Nope.
everybody.
It's everyone. Because
Can I say
Thai can still
how-
see the outlines as well.
Can I sense how far away it is?
Yeah, as a bonus action, you can choose to
Mhm.
sense how far away something.
Yep.
How far away is it?
Probably about. I mean, it's a good distance.
Mhm.
I would say that's probably would that be a mile? That's like a mile or two.
Yeah, it's a
about
mile or
10,000
two.
wait,
Eh.
1,000?
It's a little ways away.
1,000 feet, it's 2 miles.
Yeah, it's about like 2 miles. It's like a
So-
city. You're going across the
Yeah,
city.
no, yeah.
It's in this direction.
Sure. Okay, so Sylvia said we're meeting in 5. I sit for a minute in dumbfounded shock, and after a minute, I get up and
hmm
Yeah.
I exit the house and I run. Like,
Oh, you're running
Oh,
there? Okay.
So,
yes.
yeah. It takes you a bit of time
Wait,
to get there.
sorry. Wait, is Sylvius, are you in the main room with, and,
Oh, if he's there, that changes things. I thought
Yeah.
you were.
I
Or
went back
did
to my
you-
room to sharpen my
oh,
bow.
okay, you did go back to your room. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
I probably would have seen her.
Well, yeah, what's
through-
your passive perception?
You would have.
16.
16.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely, unless,
I know. I'm not letting him know. So.
well, the thing is, like,
No shit.
even if you're being stealthy, he would
Oh,
still
shit.
probably notice the outline moving. So, I think even with that 20 stealth check,
Yeah.
Sylvius,
No,
you
it's
notice
fine.
that the figure that was in the room, that's Thaya, is sprinting away from the house.
It's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad,
Not
yes.
good.
I will get
good.
chase.
What?
You give chase.
Okay. Chase sequence, amazing.
You guys.
Robocop.
Okay.
Question. Sylvius, it takes you a bit more time than Thaya. Thaya, your movement speed is 30? 30?
Mhm.
30. And Sylvius, your movement speed has gone down to 25, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, so it's hard to keep up, especially since Thaya can go 90 feet in a round and you can only go 50.
Mhm.
So you quickly lose physical sight of her, but you can see the outline.
hmm
And she's moving the direction of the other outline.
I
it
presume
takes
so,
you-
right, Thaya?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're running too? Okay.
It takes you some time, probably about 20 to 30 minutes.
hmm
You arrive in front of a large bookstore, where you can see the outline is in like the second story of, and on the title, the name of the bookstore you see in very beautiful script is called A Likely Story.
Does that ring any bells to me at all? Like.
No.
Right.
It looks
where is
looks
On
closed.
the, sorry, where is this on the map?
It is number 16 on the map.
Yeah, all the way over here.
Okay. I will pick the lock.
The lock, okay.
Okay, yeah. Roll.
Make a
Thieves'
thieves tools check. Yeah.
Did I have this thing it up?
Yeah.
Did it
It would
roll?
be
No.
hilarious if this door was not locked. And she just walked in.
Okay. I don't do locks.
It's you can't. You're
Okay.
just the stress is getting to you. You just can't.
I bang. I just start just ramming on the door with my hand.
By this time, you probably spend like 5 minutes trying to get this locked. Sylvia, you can see you just start rounding the corner, kind of like starting to approach the bookstore when she starts banging on the door. If you want to do anything.
Now, what on earth are you doing? I
Answers.
approach.
Answers. And I just
Yeah, I don't assume to kill him outright. I also want answers. But your pretense of heroics is plainly unnecessary here.
you might kill him, and if he's my father, I don't know if I can offer that.
Why do you even care about him? He abandoned you. He abandoned his own family.
I don't know. That's why I said might. There are answers to be had.
As you say that, the glowing figure, outline of the figure walks. You can see it walks in a very hurried fashion down these spiral stairs. And you can see the figure approach the door of the bookstore, and you see their eyes are wide. Sylvia, I have a quick question. What color is your hair?
Blonde.
Blonde, like I thought. Good. Then
Yeah.
this picture will be fitting.
One guy fucked.
You see, I'll put it in the Discord, and then I'll also put it in the Roll20. You see this objectively very handsome man approach.
He's kind of cute.
long blonde hair pulled back, wearing very nice clothing, but very simple clothing. Gloves on his hands, a nice little, I don't know what you call them, like the fancy 1700s knot neck thing.
Like Navy
Necklace?
sailors? It's like a Navy part of Navy.
A cravat, yeah, cravat.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
cravat. And his entire form is outlined in red, so I'll show that to people.
If I aged him up 20 years, or if I raised up my father 20 years, would I recognize him as this man?
You don't even have to. He looks pretty
Exactly
much
the same.
the same, and he's an
Yeah.
elf. You can see
Yep.
the long pointed ears,
hmm
and you can see.
Yeah,
he's-
20 years isn't actually much for an elf,
An elf.
so he
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
looks very
He's just
similar.
like an elf.
That is
Um,
Oh
true.
god.
And you can see he quickly, hurriedly opens the door and just kind of stares at you, Saya, and goes, Samina.
What?
Oh, you look.
I also say what?
Oh, my little quickly, you look so much like your mother.
I slap him.
Oh!
Love that.
Damn.
We love daddy.
What is that?
Is
You
it-
gotta use the D20?
Are you going to, like... He's going to take it no matter what, yeah.
You don't have to roll. You slap.
Of course.
He's like,
Does she get sneak attack?
No.
No!
I don't want it.
Saya. Oh, wow, you're strong now. Oh, I knew you'd be strong.
Oh wow.
I can't believe
strong,
you're
wow.
alive.
You're dead.
You're dead.
What do you...
And he kind of like breaks his eyes away and he sees Sylvius, what are you doing here? I
I'm
haven't
sure
seen
you already know what I'm doing here, Dane.
Don't tell me Mother got to you.
Mother didn't get to me.
Come inside.
Now-
We have
We have much to discuss. That we can
What?
agree on.
When he said I was dead, can I insight check him and see if I believe him?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. You don't know this man very well, but he seems distressed, and he seems to be telling the truth.
Lovely.
Quickly, here, come upstairs, come upstairs. And he ushers you guys into the bookstore, which the lights are off, but you can see it's a pretty nice bookstore. There's bookshelves in all different kinds of fictional and non-fictional books, covering the walls. You can see there's a large section of the bookstore that you, with your dark vision Thia, you can see specializes in. You can see a large section is dedicated to history, and a large section is dedicated to elven culture and international relations. He
Well-
leads you. Yeah.
I would say while we're walking, like look at my right hand, which I think is my symbol. I go, "There's enough chaos for you, buddy pal."
Lol.
You can feel the warmth emanating from your hand.
And you know what? Sorry, you go.
I was saying in a quiet agreement to your.
I was going to say, and you hear a slight snicker from
Dickhead.
Abaddon, or not Abaddon. What am I saying? Artagan.
Our tag. He leads you toward a spiral staircase in the back right corner of the main area. There's a velvet rope that was hurriedly detached, and he kind of leads you upstairs.
After
Before
closing the rope again.
I go upstairs. I want to see, just at a quick glance, if the room is booby trapped.
Make an investigation or perception.
Yeah. Yeah,
Investigate.
perception. With perception, because you're not investigating this.
No, I'm not like moving it around.
Okay,
bookshelves.
Yeah.
At a quick glance.
Nice. You can see the front door probably has some kind of alarm spell on it, or some other kind of like glyph of warding kind of spell. Like you can see like there's runes along the side. There is a back door behind the main counter. And you can see that you can just barely see some scrawls of some similar kind of magic there.
And I'm pretty sure this is probably just alarm. If someone were to barge in.
You would probably have to go
It's-
investigate a bit more to
Yeah,
find out.
it's
Whether
probably
it's alarm-
some abjuration spell, though, just based on
The
the
way it
cursory glance and the way it's done.
He leads you upstairs. Upstairs is a very fine hallway. You can see there are several rooms. You can see looking on your left, there's like almost like a living room kind of area. Like, and then on the right, you can see there's an office. And you can see there are multiple offices actually. And you walk down to the room on the very far end. And he leads you in, and he leads you into a very fine office, probably finer than the one that you had a quick glance at passing by. He ushers you guys to sit at one of the couches in his office, and he sits across from you, and starts to prep some tea. I can't believe that you're alive, Thaya. It's been. I thought you died in that fire.
You too. Is Mother here?
He looks heartbroken when you say that. Samina. Samina died in that fire. I know that. I heard her screams.
But you were there too. How did you? How are you
I-
alive?
There's a lot that you need to know about our family. You too, Sylvius, though. I doubt you'll believe me.
My ears are open.
He kind of sits down with a hard sigh and like shakily pours you guys like small cups of tea. Look, I'm gonna try to make this as short as I can. It's late at night. I'm sure we both have things to do. Our family, the Aragons, they're from the kingdom of Ciaris. Long time ago. They are the Kingdom of Ciaris is as you probably know, it's a pretty much entirely elven culture, and a lot of the elves that originate on Zarel come from the Kingdom of Ciaris, and they have a bad history with racism, xenophobia, probably is the best word. So much so that when we came here to the American Empire years ago, centuries ago, that kind of attitude carried on in our family. We were not allowed to date outside of the elven species. Let's go with that. Not allowed to consummate, to have romantic relations. We were barely allowed to talk to people. It's gotten a little bit looser as time has gone on, and there's a lot more of other races and species within the American Empire than there ever was in the Kingdom of Ciaris, but it's tough in our family still, and, well, it's not great. When I met your mother, Samina, she was a wonderful woman. Truly was. Highly talented. Just the greatest person that you could imagine. But mother and father didn't approve. They wanted me to marry an elven girl that they chose out, an arranged marriage to help our family along and keep the bloodline pure or whatever. But I didn't agree with that. And so I left. I ran away to marry the girl I loved. But our family has friends in high places and are part of things that you should have never joined in the first place. Have you ever heard of the Flawless Ones?
Have we?
Have I?
I'm racking my brain. I don't think so.
No, you don't. It doesn't sound
Evan, like, do
familiar.
you know something?
Well, Evan's from Tudor too. So
Oh,
if it's-
God.
if
Yeah.
it's Tudor,
And also, like, if we've talked about them extensively before,
yeah,
No.
we tried.
No.
This is like
No.
the first mention.
Yeah.
I figured.
Hypothetically, one person would know about them,
No,
but
one person would know about them, but
they're not here
they're
right
not
now.
here.
Oh.
Connor!
He's gonna be on in 10 minutes! Just ask him!
It's not like he's even in this.
No, it's
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
I know.
away.
He's just taking
Anyway.
sleep.
Anyway, the Flawless Ones are they're a terrorist group, really. They support, publicly, they support the future of elven culture and elven traditions, and they make memorials and dedicate museums and libraries dedicated entirely to preserving elven culture and elven history and supporting all people of the elven race. But in reality, they are, well, they terrorize elves who corrupt the bloodline, and they go after entire massacres of those against half elves, and they, with noble families like the Aragons, they enforce their rules very strictly.
Wait, this is for
And-
Sal, isn't it? Alright, continue.
And that's what they did. That fire, that was the Flawless Ones, Thaya. I left to go on an errand. I came back and I thought you and your mother were in that house, and I heard her screams, and I saw the Flawless Ones there, and I couldn't save her. I knew I couldn't save her, and I was a coward, and I ran. And ever since that moment, that day, 20 years ago, I have dedicated my life to stopping them. It's why I'm here. I created the Requiem Shift. It's a counter organization, you could say, to
What was that called again? Sorry, Hannah.
the Requiem Shift. I will spell it out for you. Like Requiem Dream.
Yeah, I was so close to spelling that right.
um, the Requiem Shift is an organization that I created to assist those who are trying to escape the Flawless One's terror, to help half-elves like yourself and other half-elves of all kinds to escape racism and all kinds of harassment, and also to encourage diversity and culture and in history, and recognizing that we can coexist with one another and mingle and be friends and create wonderful memories with people that aren't elves. And that's why I'm here. I assist half elves and other elves escaping the kingdom of Ciaris and the Flawless Ones, and I fight back against them to take them out. I know that was a lot.
Okay.
You don't have to forgive me. I didn't know you were alive, otherwise it would have... Well, it would have been dangerous for you to be around me in the first place. You would have been...
It's not like
Killed.
it wasn't dangerous surviving up on in Tutele alone.
You were alone?
For a while.
So sorry.
During the one time in that conversation, I pulled out like the tick. I've been like spinning one, like absent-mindedly. So I guess my question, and I turn to Sylvius, I go, "What does this have to do with?" Well, you partly explained, but how does this help you not be a gnome?
Yeah, that's some explanation on your part, Dane. How do you explain me?
Mother convinced you of the curse that's upon our family.
And you telling me that's a lie too? That was just a hitman from the Flawless Ones to kill you?
Mother isn't a good person, Sylvius.
Oof.
Blunt.
Mother's not completely wrong, I will say. There is a curse that you have, and I'm sorry. But it was through her own mistakes that you're who you are.
I see. So what were the mistakes that Jartel made?
She cheated on father, Sylvius. You're a bastard, to put it bluntly.
Oh shit! Oh
I wanna make an insight check on this guy. I don't
Make an
Roll for insight.
Shit.
And I have a question. Because you mentioned matron of the family, whatever.
Jartel.
Jartel.
Wait, so I
so-
have a question.
Oof.
Is Sylvia's not part of the royal bloodline then? Is it the father?
We're all not members of the family.
I have a question. Is it a patriarchal society or is it a matriarchal one?
that is
I
the
think it's
question.
probably just
You would know that Jartel is a direct descendant of the Aragorn bloodline, so technically she's the matriarch of the family.
mhm.
Because it's whoever has the highest noble blood becomes the leader of the family.
So
It's
like
a
the royal family.
yeah,
Okay.
it's primogeniture. Yeah,
She is the
that's the
queen.
word.
She's the queen. Awesome.
I, being from Tutele, and having probably heard these names,
Mhm.
I know I. What I've known, I didn't do this every day. Would I have heard anything about her? Like, was she a good person? Like just people on the streets or contacts?
Make a history check.
Okay.
And we'll
Best stat.
do your insight check.
You didn't really
mean-
pay attention to politics when you were younger. Like, you didn't. You worried more
Yours
about
better.
your day-to-day life and, like,
We
surviving,
didn't mess-
getting
we didn't
bread.
mess with the
Then.
nobles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was way
Also,
too
I have a
much.
question. Is Dane older than you, Sylvius, or is he your younger brother?
He's older than me, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Like, how old? How
How
much?
old is my? I was gonna ask that later. How old?
50, right?
50-ish, yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, he's a young
60.
elf.
How old are you
Yeah.
then?
He's a young elf.
I am 37,
We-
I think.
There's like
This
4 or 5
generation
years
is
between-
pretty young.
Okay, this is a weird question. What is it? How long can elves procreate for?
A
Well,
long
they can,
time.
They can live
Yeah.
until their
Fucking
late
time, they live
100s.
700 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Live 800, right?
Yeah.
But like, when is menopause for an elf?
Men don't get it, so.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, how
that
do you know they
girls
have
do.
menopause?
Females do.
Well, yeah, but doesn't matter.
What if elves have like magic stuff instead?
Well, do the math. What, like a half elf with? Is it 200?
A half elf lives 200 years.
hmm
So 100ish, if you want to do like average.
Yeah,
No.
about it. So
Yeah.
like elves would probably be able to procreate until like they're not. It would probably be a little longer than 400 years. It would probably be like 600,
God. Oh God.
600 to 700 years.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't matter right now. Sylvius.
Okay.
That
Lord,
insight check. I mean, it's pretty hard. You're kind of freaked out by everything. You don't know if he's lying or telling the truth.
Hold on. Everyone's camera frozen.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel. That sucks.
Are we good?
Hello? Hello?
Okay. okay.
Hey,
Anyway, Sylvius is going to slam his fist on the table. Say, that's a lie, and you know.
Sylvius, I wouldn't lie to you.
What? You start speaking the truth to me right now.
Sylvius, that is the truth.
Do I believe him?
The
Make an
roll
insight
insight.
It's been done.
You.
He seems.
He
seems
seems
pretty
very
adamant about
genuine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't known him for very long, but
Yeah,
you think that he's telling the truth.
but I'm a relatively good people reader,
Mhm.
and so
Yeah. But
I turn this over. I go, as far as you know, and as far as I know, I've never.
Even so. Even
but-
even with your race theory. What now?
I mean, there's got to be a.
Dane, you don't have to listen to her.
Sylvius.
Sylvius, what the fuck? Oh, the names are getting to me.
Jeez, Dane.
Sure, it sounds her all
Yeah.
over again.
You're sounding like the grandmother situation where she's losing her memory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't.
All the grandkids are just the same grandkid. It doesn't matter.
Sylvius. You don't. I know she must have lied, said that like I deserve to die or something like that, and to kill all the heretics of the family, some language like that. Is that what she told you, that I deserve to die? That I deserve to die for having a child with someone I loved?
No. That's not what she told me.
What did she tell you?
Betrayed the family. I thought you loved that woman. That woman in the
Sylvius.
location city.
Sylvius. I did not love her. I loved my wife. I love Samina. You were never around, Sylvius. You don't understand. Mother told you, fed you lies for your life. Your entire life. I know they locked you up in that house. I know you didn't spend time in our home. Why do you listen to a woman who abused you?
Well played.
Nice.
All that I know, Dane. Can you blame me?
Nice.
Can you really blame me? Over the
I'm
course of
not
5 minutes, my
blaming you.
entire world has shifted. I was coming here with
I'm
an
just-
apology for making you wait 30 years for me to go out there and cleanse our bloodline. But now, what am I supposed to do?
do that. There are ways we can fix your situation. Yes, you have a curse, but it's suppressing the elven half of your blood. You're not. That's what the curse does, Sylvius. Mother had a child with a gnome. Met someone, got pregnant, and had you. And the curse suppressed your elven blood. That's what happened. Technically, that's what happened to Thaya, too.
Huh?
You're supposed to be 3/4 elf, Thaya. It's only suppressing part of your elven blood.
So wait, do I what? Wait, Jess is.
Okay, so to Jess, hypothetically, like a 3/4 elf probably wouldn't actually change any of your stats, but that's also the main reason why we're using the half elf stat for your race, is because you're actually a half elf. The curse on the family is suppressing the elven half of your
So
bloodline.
it's suppressed. Yeah. Okay.
Genetics, man.
Mhm.
Genetics.
You're never gonna be a full elf, Sylvius. And killing me, sure, that'll get you one way to do it. And will also get you a dead brother and an orphaned child. And a heartbroken friend, I assume, if you came here together.
Jane, you misunderstand. I take no pleasure in taking hits from my family. It's my duty as their child to serve them. I take no pleasure in it. You know how much time I spent in libraries before this moment looking for any possible way to break this thing? I don't want to hurt people. I do what I must.
Sylvius, I think. Tell that you're angry right now, and I want to help you, but I think we all need to go to sleep and talk about this some other time.
You're
There
right.
are ways that we can help you, Sylvius.
We need a widow guest transmogrification right now.
But
Fine. We can talk sometime that's not midnight, when you are rudely awakened from your sleep. It's unreasonable for me or you or even Thaya to think logically now.
and
Make me a promise. Make me a fucking promise. You don't run. You stay right in this place.
Sylvius, if you need me, I will be there. This is my home. This is where I made my home. This is our headquarters. If you need me or the Requiem shift, you can find us here. And you will have to, not tonight. I'm tired and I'm feeling really dizzy right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Can you
Have
turn?
to
Can you
talk
turn this
about
off?
what the red lights are and the fact that I feel like I've been stabbed.
I'll deactivate the Bloodstone.
Mhm. Yeah.
You deactivate it, the red lights go away, the weakness stays.
Okay.
Shit.
Figured as much.
Daniel. Do you know what?
Okay. Sorry about this whole business with this rock. I had to do a bunch of deals to get it, but we're here. I got my answers. But if I come here, whenever I can, maybe not tomorrow, maybe a week from now, and you're not here without a good explanation, the blood hunt begins again. And don't expect me to have any mercy. When I
Alright,
see your
Sylvius.
face, this longsword's going through your gut.
He kind of like has this like heartbroken smile on his face, like, sure, Sylvius, if you want to do that, you can. I'm not gonna stop you. And
But under my breath, I whispered, but I might.
Ooh.
Oh,
He stands up and ushers you guys to the front room, to the down the hallway, down the stairs, through the bookstore, and to the outside of the bookstore. And he kind of stands there awkwardly for a minute, Saya, like unsure, like with his hands up and then down, and then up again, and then down again. Like he's unsure, like what to do.
I just stand there and look and I go, it's been 20 years.
Mr. Day, your face and you and your mother every single day.
I don't know how I feel. I think I'm glad you're not dead, but this is your fault, but it's your fault at the same time.
Just get some sleep.
But
We can
Yeah.
talk about it another time.
you promised him, but I need you to promise me you will not go anywhere.
Thaya, I promise. I swear. I will stay here. I can send my people out to do the jobs that I was assigned to do. I can stay and watch the bookstore. It's no problem.
I nod and turn around and walk towards Frozier's house.
You guys make your way back to Frozier's house.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything you guys would like to do before going to sleep? Or
When do you want to see Dan? You have as much say in this as I do.
I'd rather have not have left, but as much as I want to deal with this, we have a duty to help Frozier.
That's right.
And his, in my opinion, his family's things are more pertinent than ours. It's waited 20 years, 30 years.
You can wait a week.
Our family's issues, it can wait longer.
You're right.
right?
Let's poison a dragon.
Yes.
what?
And you guys head to sleep for the night. And I think this is actually a good time to take a break. I know it's a little early, but I feel like this is a good narrative.
Yeah, it's a good narrative point. I'm
We
gonna
also
go running
said-
at dinner.
Yeah,
so-
we also said we were going to stop, like, pause at 9 anyway, because that's when, like, because we're starting at 7:30
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of
that's right.
9:30.
Technically a little late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, just to let you guys know, Dan, if you're still here, are you still here?
Oh, we went for dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, Thaya, Jess, after your long rest, you're feeling back up to shape. You're not feeling weak anymore.
Yeah, your constitution.
Goodness.
Constitution is restored.
I lost 9 hit points out of it.
Yeah.
Yep. But sorry that I didn't mean it for that to take that long, guys.
Yeah,
Glad
that took
for
a
the
while,
rest of
but-
you,
No,
Whitney.
you're good. That was
Alex
fun.
Evans.
Like, it's like so much drama.
Yeah.
Keeps
And
it
I
Ellen-
spelling.
love Maury. It's my favorite thing ever.
We can
I'm just
deal
glad that I'm not part of the drama. So
one day. One day
Maybe
you'll
one
have
day.
We're all related, didn't you know?
Yeah, all of you are related to each other.
Yeah, in some way.
And
Hey, Jack, are you any way from the Kingdom of Ciaris as well?
so Jack's backstory is degraded.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
a fun
part
one.
of a
We
Commune.
already did Jack backstory.
we did.
Yeah, we did.
You
A
already
little bit.
we dealt with a lot of it.
Right.
We dealt with most of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are we
Now I guess Alex up next, guys.
Yeah. When are we coming back, meeting from this break?
I think we should delve into Connor
Nine,
checks, in my
20?
opinion, but
9:20, yeah.
Good
9:20.
deal.
In Connor's current character, I don't think he has that much, does he?
he has a little bit, but
Yeah.
he was thinking about bringing back Sal at the same time.
Yeah.
He wants
He's
to
got a
see
decent
how
chunk
that-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I think bringing back Sal would be a good narrative
Point right now,
transition
yeah.
to
Choice,
get back to the main plot, I
Mhm.
guess. If there's a main plot,
Yeah. There's a lot of side plots that all matter.
yeah, that are just happening right now because we
Mhm.
put a lot in front of you and then you all decided to just go.
Yeah.
So there's that. But now we get to deal with Frozers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
High
Wait,
key,
wait,
I
real
think it's nice that like we have like stories that are not revolved around the silence, even though they might eventually be.
Yeah, that's
Because,
true.
like,
Yeah.
because it's like there's like side quests, and I
Mhm.
think they're more fun than the actual quests sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Side
Scale
quests.
1 to 10, how well could Endair defeat a dragon?
The entire
Eight?
city, or
Just wondering.
Yeah, they probably do pretty good. I
I
would
mean,
say like
a
8 or
young
7.
dragon. They also have the Iraq, so having the Iraq up pretty much protects it from a dragon.
Alright, but
Uh,
would having a dragon there provoke any silence members out of hiding?
Maybe, I don't know.
yes, it would be.
Like maybe the silence would take advantage of the fact that there's a dragon there to
Mhm.
steal the Iraq and then rain terror on the city.
Yeah, that too.
There's
all
that.
the chaos. All the
Mhm.
chaos.
All the chaos, yeah.
So there's that.
Okay, drawing check. I've worked on a little bit more. I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go get more water. I will be right back.
Again, bad angle, but
I'm excited to see the
that's how much
drawing.
I got that. I
Whitney-
can't. I don't like pencil drawing. I like pen drawing better.
You should see
easier.
Whitney's drawings. Whitney's drawings are really nice. He's a really
Mm.
good drawer.
Maybe, not usually.
I like your
Uh,
drawing. I think it
Are you
looks
drawing
good.
water droplets on the flower?
What?
Or was that actual water?
What'd you say, Whitney?
Oh, what are the random light spots on the flower?
Oh,
Say
my
what?
glare is terrible.
Oh, never mind. It looks pretty good.
Also, I'm trying to do water droplets. I'm doing them last because I have no idea how to do them. So I just create like very white spots.
Dude, those are awful. You're going to have an awful time with those. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to do them. I'm probably gonna make my sister do it to finish up her art project. I'm doing everything else.
That's fair.
Yeah.
This is a really good art project. Holy shit, though. Like,
I mean, so what she did is that she just traced the outline of the flower because she can't draw, and then my job is to just shade it properly. I don't like shading though. I think it's hard.
I think it's good. It looks nice though.
Yeah.
Um,
My favorite thing, I like to do pen and ink. I have a picture on my wall. I can show you. I did this freshman year of high school.
I have some art stuff over there. I was part of art club in middle school.
Oh
I don't know how
wow.
I got there. I got invited. I'm like, I don't know
Love
how I
that
got
for
here,
you.
but okay.
But yeah, I like pen and ink more than I like pencil.
Whoa, that's so cool, Salik.
Thank you. It's so much easier because everything's just black.
But if you mess
Everything's
up,
just monochrome.
What'd you say, Winnie?
If you mess up, it's permanent.
Yeah, but you get. I don't know. I just like it better because, like, even at the same time with like pencil, if you like erase, it just looks so bad. Do you know what I mean?
Salik just likes the idea of if she messes up, it's permanent, and then she has to find a permanent solution for it. So don't mess up.
Exactly.
To kill
You
her
perfect it.
painting?
Hmm?
Put a
Wait, what?
permanent solution, please.
And like,
Never.
okay, Whitney, what's your opinion about painting? Do you like painting?
It really depends on the type of paint. Like, a lot on that.
Yeah, like,
Like, I hate
do you like
watercolor because you
acrylic
have to do like 15 layers for it to
who
work.
cares? I fucking hate watercolor. I think it's stupid. Like, I don't want like a light colored, like pastel looking picture. I'd rather have something darker. I think watercolor is really dumb.
I like oil paints and really solid pictures with vibrant colors. I like making them
Mhm.
because I don't like watercolors are definitely better for shading and realism, but I don't like
Yeah.
that anyway. I'm bad at that.
Mm-hmm. I don't like. I'm not. The thing is, I'm more of a pencil pen person. So like, I like shading a lot. So like, I like shading like with pen. But like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of pencil, especially since my sister's pencils are literally ass. Like, I don't know why her HB is the lightest pencil that she has. Like, the
That
4H
sounds
is
more.
darker than the HB, which is
The
stupid.
lighter ones are worse than the darker ones. What are you talking about?
No, so like her HB, like when I use it, the graphite is harder than a 4H pencil, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, so I've been using like, so
Really?
I like to do like a lighter color first, like for like a base shade, so I can like make my outlines and everything. And then
Yeah.
I was doing it in the 4/8, and it was so dark, and I was like, "This is stupid." So yeah, I had to like go back and I had to like swatch all the pencils basically.
What grade is your sister in, by the way?
She's a senior in high school. She took Art 1 because she needed an art requirement.
Classic.
That it was in an art requirement or humanity requirement?
So we need to have an art requirement in our school. She can take. So she was gonna take photography, but they can't really do that in a non-COVID environment.
You just take photography on your phone.
But like they have to like give out cameras, and then like I think there was like not that many people who wanted to take the class anyways. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, they got canceled, and she got pissed. So she's taking Art 1. Yeah. What, Dan?
What's going on?
We're talking about art.
Art.
Dan, are you a sculpture person or a 2D person?
What?
I can appreciate both.
Can you do
I
it?
like
then?
Dadaism.
Oh, can I do it? I'm a better sculptor than a drawer.
That's like the engineering in y'all people, because like that's like a 3D modeling thing that I don't understand.
I like drawing better.
You don't have to worry about shading on sculptures, though. It's
Mhm.
already
But
there.
you have to worry about texture though.
You can feel the sculpture though, you know? You can't really feel a drawing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can
you
only feel
can.
the width.
Yeah, you can. It's called
Okay.
smearing.
Cross hatching?
Okay, but that's not
Although
a
you-
general like.
That's a taboo of drawing, smearing.
Well, no, I was going to say that's more like that's less of a thing that normally happens in drawing. You don't see people going around feeling paintings because that's not what matters. Although I will say you don't actually see people feeling sculptures either. But
I'm talking about
Yeah.
making it, you know?
yeah,
I solemnly believe in finger painting. That is what my thing is.
Yes.
Fun.
I love finger painting.
where did Evan go?
Connor about the flawless ones, and he's freaking out right now. He's still at work. He's like,
We
what?
still at work?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he has to work extra today. It's like
Oh,
Oof.
that sucks.
Aw, that sucks. He would have really enjoyed when I
Mhm.
dropped the flawless ones.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Does that even-
I need
Now
to
to come back. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I just recalled an interaction I had with Sal like the second night I was ever part of the fucking group.
Mm-hmm.
When I was just like, you know, elves are kind of just like a little bit better than the other races, right? And he's like, sure. Because he's an elf himself.
Oh
He's a half
yeah,
elf.
he's a half elf.
Yeah.
Oh my
But yeah.
He's like, yeah,
Um,
sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
Con-
I'm saying that Jess, Dan, and Connor will make up the entire Elven backstory, basically. Or is
Yep.
there more that they
Maybe.
don't
So
even know
they
about?
Connor's original character, Sal's backstory, kind of made the basis for what later became the true backstory of Sylvius and Thaya.
Mhm.
Because and it kind of all made sense connecting it back together. There's
Mhm.
actually a lot of Sal's backstory that's like apparent actually right around now that
Yeah.
I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Connor had this weird crackpot theory. He was like, what happens if the people in the like, since like half of us have our backstory in the kingdom of Ciaris, they're like, that could have related to you. I'm like, I hope it doesn't. That was just weird. Like, we're
No.
all related.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me,
So, like-
we had
Oh,
problems
that would be kind of cool if we were just all related.
They would
somehow.
already be glowing.
It's fate. It's just fate.
I mean, to be honest, there are like I think in almost every character's backstory, there have been at least like one minor connection to at least one other person's backstory. I think.
I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
mean,
terrifying.
everybody but, and I guess technically, Gwen relates a little bit.
No, yeah, it
What?
relates a bunch because
A
I was
bunch.
going to say it relates to Moon's backstory and Salazar backstory.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, I guess a little bit.
Wait, was it Salazar or Whitney? One
I
sec.
don't think.
I would be sure.
Oh, it was probably Short. Yeah.
For sure, and
Oh, Silver.
Gwen have similar backstory.
Oh,
Hey, can you guys-
Evan, welcome back.
Hello.
Evan, hi.
Evan.
Wait, what was your first character's name? Whitney? Shuri? Like
Whitney.
from
Whitney was the first backstory. Was the first
So
character.
Whitney's
Free
name
character.
is Ryan. But there are two Ryans in the DLC. So
Yeah.
we were
I
like,
know
well,
that.
we need
Connor told me
a
the story,
name. So I just started calling Ryan Whitney because like that was
Mhm.
the easiest. And then it just kind of caught on.
Yeah.
And then everybody
Okay.
started calling Ryan Whitney. And then Whitney
The other Ryan
changed
isn't
characters.
even in this Discord, by the way.
Yeah, no, not at all. It doesn't matter.
No, the
but
other one's not in this Discord. But now it just become habit.
Mhm.
And
No other Ryan.
Whitney.
that makes more
then-
sense. I don't understand why Whitney came about, but
But then he
Yeah.
switched
Character.
characters. He switched characters.
Because
pretty
yeah, that was
soon
his first
after.
character's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I thought it was like a League of Legends thing. That's what Connor told me.
What?
No.
I don't know. Maybe I
It
don't
was
pay
Dungeons
attention
and
to it.
League of
Dragons.
Legends
I want you to know
Okay.
I'm sweating profusely.
Just open the window, Jeff.
From-
It's
from everything
freezing
that
outside,
happened.
And I know it's colder where you are.
So, Whitney, then your second character's name was Shuri, like from Black Panther.
No, it was just sure.
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 Shur. Sure.
The door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep calling Sal Sure, just like how I call Sylvia's Dane.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's the first time this has ever happened.
And you know, thinking about it, this is also probably like I've had this thing where every so often I switch around, and it's really just been for Dan, Jess, and a little bit of Evan, where I'll switch around your player names and your actual name, like your character names and your actual names. So I'll just call Jess Thaya, like in normal conversation or something, or like
But, like, just looks
I'll
like a
reference,
Thaya, though.
yeah.
Our interaction is playing D&D at this point. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
no,
Just
but like
yes.
through our entire last semester, we were doing all of our classes together. So that was also like one of the main interactions I had with Jess.
And me and Alex talked a lot during the week about stuff.
Mhm.
Like okay, we spent a lot of
The
time talking about.
professor is like, oh, who's
Yeah.
Thaya, Alex? Is that one of
Yeah,
your friends?
Thaya.
No, not my name.
But thinking about it, that's probably where that came from, is from the fact that Whitney's name was the name of his first character.
The Bard. The
Yeah.
Sailor Bard.
We need
I
the
think
card. We
He
need
was
the
a
back. Great.
the sailor was his background was a sailor, right?
Yes, he was
Mhm.
a sailor. He was from Trash Island.
I can't remember that. Yeah.
He's from where?
Trash
Trash
It was an island made by people teleporting trash. It was gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay.
Hmm.
I need to
But-
stop sweating.
Okay, well, to get you to stop sweating, we're gonna continue on the game.
Yeah.
It's the next morning.
Why?
And
Evan?
as a point of order, Saya and Jess. Wow, Saya and Sylvius. I can't remember Sylvius' name for the life of me. Apparently, Saya and Sylvius, your decrease to Constitution reverses. So
Mhm.
Sylvius, you get a +2.
Yeah,
Saya,
it's
you
back
get
to
a
normal.
I got a
+1.
+3.
You got a +3. Oh,
Yeah, I had a +3.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
swapped it last session.
we were saying your
Yeah.
scores go back up, yeah.
Returns to normal.
I thought you were saying
Um,
Constitution increased by 3.
No.
Yeah.
So remember to restore your hit points
Back to the
um,
normal amount, yeah.
back to normal.
In future, just so
in-
you know, that debuff will be temporary, probably.
Probably.
Seems like a long run. Oh, I need to put my
Don't
spells.
plan on spelling this
Probably.
thing.
The fact that if we ever tried to attack each
Yeah.
Would
So
be a
wait,
shame
are
if
you guys,
somebody
like,
else
you-
could get
like-
that bloodstone.
Yep, it
wouldn't
would
it?
be.
So,
other. I don't like,
would.
no, I don't like that. That was fun.
Shit would,
So,
shit would
like,
be bad.
I have a
wouldn't
question.
it?
With the Bloodstone, do they have like disadvantage? Do they like attack each other? Oh, Connor's someone here.
It's
If
advantage.
they like,
It's
It,
Everyone
it's
has advantage against
everyone has
everyone.
advantage against everyone else.
well, that
You
just
know what
seems like
happens?
Because
the
of
best
fa-
family reunion ever.
So
Yeah.
you know what happens when rogues get advantage?
No one does.
Oh yes, sneak attack.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
it's basically as if they have the fairy fire spell cast on themselves.
Why do I
Oh,
even have
God.
fairy fire as a spell?
As you guys wake up in the morning, probably around 8 o'clock. Everyone kind of gets up, getting ready for the morning. Well, who should get this one?
Oh, I think we said would be Cinder, but He's not here.
Cinder's
I
not
can play
here.
Cinder.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So Cinder
Anyway,
Cinder
doesn't
gets a
matter.
message.
Oh,
in
right,
a
it's
very
me.
familiar voice. Oh, weirdly enough, you actually
Yeah?
as a player don't recognize this voice, but you
Oh,
do
yeah,
recognize
Zalek
this
doesn't
voice
recognize his voice.
Oh.
Cinder does.
as the voice of Dr. Vergessen. Alex?
Oh no.
Hello.
Yeah?
This is Dr. Vergessen. Please arrive at my estate at your earliest convenience to discuss the job I would have you do tomorrow night.
See, Afterlife, is that you?
Okay. That seems like a plan.
That was good. That was a good joke. I need to sit.
Yo, guys, Ferguson is kind of, my voice is not as deep as Connor's. I apologize.
Oh, that's pretty
but,
accurate for how Connor speaks, so keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far you're doing good.
I hope I'm doing good. I hear his voice every day, more or less. But, yo, guys, Ferguson just, I don't know I don't want to do this. This is
Okay.
weird.
Cinder
Yeah,
communicates that
here's the
Vergessen
deal.
sent him a message asking about it. What do you guys want your reply to be?
We should probably
can't request-
say we're gonna do it, right? I
You
mean,
kind of
like, we
have to.
have no reason not to. We're gonna be busy most of the day,
Mhm.
but I think we can manage to move some material.
Mm-hmm.
How about tonight?
Well, so the message specifically said tomorrow night is
Oh, I
the
thought you
job.
wanted us to meet him before the job.
Well, he said,
Yes.
please meet me at your earliest convenience to discuss the job I would have you do tomorrow night.
Yeah. So I said, why don't we just meet him tonight?
If you want, you can do that.
Yeah, so you sent him back, or Cinder sends him back saying, like, we'll meet you sometime
Yeah.
tonight.
We'll meet you tomorrow night.
Meet you at your
Sounds
estate
good?
sometime tonight. Cool.
Whitney, Frosier, do you mind, that we're taking a little bit of a hiatus from searching for your, potential family murderer?
I've reevaluated it. I've decided that this dragon and whatever's going on in Ende are much worse. And I also have a great plan for how we can get rid of both of these scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvius, buddy, how do you feel about you summoning your sword right now? Like, do you think the dragon's still of your scent?
I think if I summoned it right now, I have like ballpark right now. There's a 70% chance that the dragon is now holding it in its hands and admiring it. The Fang of the Wild Mother.
So you think it could definitely trace us all the way back to Endair, right? Because I've been
I don't know
thinking.
if I don't know if it, okay. Well, first of all, we did tell it we were going to be here,
Yeah, that is true.
and also I think it might, in a fit of rage, burn down your entire hometown. No guarantees, though.
Relatable.
I don't know.
Listen, I can operate without the Fang for a while, but I do plan on getting it back.
I know, but something's wrong with Endair. Like, majorly wrong. Have you ever seen a city this tight on lockdown?
I think it's because
No, I
there's someone
can't
in the
say I have.
silence
It's
here.
because of us, isn't it?
It's because of the silence.
Corona.
Because of us.
Yes, we do destroy cities. This wouldn't be the first city that would fall into
Oh,
shambles.
come
while
on,
we
you
were
can't
there.
play keen on us.
Hey, I've never destroyed a city I've been allied with.
Excuse me? What? Who? Wait, you guys destroyed a city?
That's a joke.
That was a joke.
We happened to be in a city.
Do
when
I
it was
believe
destroyed.
Roll an
We
insight check.
happened to be in a-
I mean, I don't
You
know
have
what
to
you roll. It happened, so yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you believe them. It doesn't sound like they actually destroyed a city, but there's certainly some events that seem that they're not
You're
telling
just
you about.
uninformed about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I gonna get an explanation about this or no?
Nope.
Love that.
Whoever said no, I like.
Also, Frosian, your friends are kind of mean. You know that? They kind of
Were
kicked. They
you
kind of treated
in
me like a
my
cat.
room?
At least we're not pervs.
No, not well, not the entire night.
Alright, I'm gonna say you're only allowed to live here. Like, you get 2 more strikes and I'm throwing you out back to wherever you came from.
Now
That's
you're
free
treating
to
me like a
child
cat
your
now.
own
What is
blood.
with all of you people treating me like a cat? Do I look like
It
a
has
cat
been
right now?
a
Or...
very rough 48 hours for basically everyone.
Girl
Yeah.
kind of turns and goes, "You're like a demon cat. Like the worst."
I
cat."
did not do anything to you, Curiel. What are you talking about?
He reaches
Hey,
for his
don't
sword and
insult my
Holly
friend.
Okay,
Holly puts
everyone.
his
He's
hand on his
attacking
arm and goes,
me.
"Let's all calm down."
Calm emotions.
Calm down.
Like sweet little babies.
Anyway, what is the plan? Are we going to go after this fake today, or are we doing something with this dragon?
Who is French? Is that Holly?
That's Holly.
That's Holly.
Okay, yeah.
Holly's supposed to be French. Sorry,
Okay. Oli.
Ollie.
Oli.
I mean, I guess we've stated the dragon for right now. I'll probably look after the doppelganger, but you guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I have a plan, tentative, to take care of the dragon. When I say take care, I mean putting it in the ground permanently.
Oh.
But I think the main priority should be the imposter, as it's also pertinent to my plan. But yeah, I think we can, without much of a fuss, poison this dragon and kill it.
I can help with that.
That's good.
I want to be known though, I'm standing as far away from Sylvius as one possibly can without making it overtly awkward.
But how exactly are you going to poison a dragon and not the entire countryside around them?
We have bait.
I also have this, and I pull out a poisoner's.
We have our imposter. The dragon wants to punish that thing, and if I kowtow enough, I'm sure I can get it to eat it.
I guess it's worth a shot.
Anyway, even if that doesn't work, we can round up a militia and have them be in hiding when we approach the mountain. And they'll fire upon the dragon.
Everyone who the dragon killed, but I'm different. I'll just kill his ass.
Yeah, that was my plan, Jack. Either that or we'd have to liberate Commissioner first to get enough troops.
This guy gets it. We just go fuck him up.
Alright, I'm
So
gonna
yeah,
go head
what
to
are you doing?
the library and read anything I can about shapeshifters or whatever.
Well, Holly, you can do another round of like scrying and with locate, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that'd be the priority.
I can scry. Hopefully they don't resist it. But if I can scry on them and get what they look like, I can then cast locate creature on them, and we can go searching the city for them.
Holly, if you want, maybe I can get some help from my temple in town as well.
Yes, of course. I can do the scry right now, and if it's successful, then we can go out searching. And if it's not successful, we can go to the library and then to the other temples to see if they can help. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds good
That
to me.
sounds like a plan. Okay.
Trojan. She kind of gives you a weird look.
That was out of character, but so
Trojan, what do you think?
Sure, I guess we could try scrying first.
Okay. She will use her 5th level spell to scry. I have to roll a save.
Does it increase at all because she's already done it once? And like
Um,
knows the feeling
I don't
of
think so.
seeing this man.
In this case, no.
No, yeah.
Okay, worth
So
a shot.
her spell save is
Like what,
What is it?
18?
Shit.
Jesus.
4 plus 5 is 9, 17.
Mm.
That makes
Oh,
more
shit.
sense.
17.
Yeah. Should have to
And-
be a level higher. To get an 18.
Oh, right.
I would say 18 would she'd be, yeah, levels higher than us.
She sits down, spends 10 minutes in front of her orb, hands out in front of her. He resisted it. I do not. I'm sorry. I could not see anything. We might as well.
Or at least have some sort of natural resistance.
You could be a magic user. He could have just gotten lucky. But either way, let's go do some research. I think you're right. We need to do some research. Holly and Kirill will go with Frozen to the library. If anybody would like to join them.
Sylvius will join.
I will also
Okay.
join.
Jack? Evan?
I suppose.
I suppose we're all going to the library.
Yeah, everyone goes to the library.
Everyone,
I'm just
take
I'm,
it.
the last thing I want to do right now is split up. Let's be real.
That's true.
Probably the best. Yeah, you guys all head to the library of the Cobalt Soul, the Temple of Erudition. Yeah, you guys enter the library. You guys are, as per usual, escorted by monks and other priests of Ioun, the Knowing Mistress. What are you looking for?
Can I look for the bleeding knives? Oh.
Let's start with Frozen. Frozen, what are you looking
Yeah.
for?
Do you have any things on blue-skinned, shape-shifting men or animals?
Make a investigation check.
Best stat.
That's that.
Best stat?
It
This
is,
actually is my best stat. I'm also gonna add Flash and Genius
this is
to
the
this.
best stat.
Nice. 9 plus 14.
Oh!
I have a 19.
Flash of genius.
19? Yeah.
Yeah,
So the fucking 5.
hurts. Hate to see it.
A knight of 5s.
But
Oh, yeah.
go from a 5 to a 19 is pretty good.
Yeah. Plus 14. Dang.
So, yeah. So you sit down, do some research. You find out some information. There are many different kinds of shape-shifting monsters and creatures that exist. You learn about Ooblexes, which are like oozes that can change shape. You learn about the changeling race, which is a race of humanoids that usually when they're in their original form, they have like milky white skin, kind of like very generic kind of faces, white hair, white skin, white eyes, and they can change their form and race to suit that of which they need. You also learn about a species of creatures known as doppelgangers. Doppelgangers are like offshoots of, or like the predecessors to changelings.
We are grown adults.
We are adults. We're gonna mute Zalek for a while. So doppelgangers are a group of essentially humanoids that can also change shape, who can go through changes and shifts to take the form of other people.
You know what's happening?
But they do it even better than changelings. They have the natural ability to be able to read thoughts of other creatures, and they've been known. There are cases where they kidnap or hold captive. Sorry, Alex's whole picture thing is just making me crack up.
See what our brother it looks like?
So,
Sorry.
I'm losing my train of thought, guys. Okay. Yeah. So they kidnap their quarry, and then they read their thoughts, and they spend weeks probing their mind to find out how they act, how they speak, what they would do, different memories that they've had, until they kill them and take their place. And they're a pretty selfish, lazy group of individuals. They essentially live off of the generosity and ignorance of other people, usually taking the place of they do a lot of robberies, they do a lot of like identity fraud essentially.
So what you're saying is that tracks.
That tracks. And
Yeah,
also
Yeah.
their
this sounds a
natural
lot like what we're finding.
Yeah, that's
also their natural form looks a lot like and an image in
If it's a blue person, Hannah, I mean,
yeah, that's also one of the reasons why we're describing it. You guys are pretty sure that this is what you're looking for.
All right.
The Blue Man Group, obviously. God.
I have unmuted you, Zalek.
Oh, he can kind of
I
get
don't
it.
know.
Zalek?
Oh, sorry. I think I was still serving.
Yeah,
you.
I just
my company
unmuted
was
you.
over.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, in future, if you ever see that you've been server muted because there's noise in your background, just say something in the voice chat text channel and we'll unmute you when you're ready to
Yeah.
talk again.
I didn't know he was gonna come screaming upstairs. So
that's
Fair.
fair.
8-year-olds, you know.
siblings, am I right?
Yeah.
Since the only child.
What?
He's not my sibling. He's my cousin. He's sleeping over for the night.
Okay.
Relatives, am I right?
Very well.
Anyway, does anybody would anybody else like to do research while they're here?
Yes.
Go ahead, Guinevere.
Gwen?
Can I look up any? So can I go to like? So what are the monk like the monk who's like the library attendant?
Yes.
Yes.
There.
I just want to say I came back a while ago asking about the Bleeding Knights. Did you guys find any other information?
You can see it's like it's a young half-elf teen, and they go, what are the bleeding? Who are you? What are the bleeding?
Never mind. And I'm done.
Okay, wonderful.
All done.
Who else?
I would like to do some research. I want to. Sylvius wants to look up any fables or historical accounts of people poisoning dragons and how they would do so.
Poisoning dragons. Okay, make an investigation check.
Sure.
Take flash of insight for this too.
Okay.
It seems important. I'm assuming I'm close enough to Sylvia.
Oh, come fucking on!
That's
Well,
it.
that's a genius. Oh.
Hate to see it. Everybody.
15 investigation is till
15 though.
yeah.
Okay. What would you find out? You would find out about dragons are not common in Zero. Like there are dragons known places, but it is definitely not a commonplace thing to have. Several tales where it does not. A lot of them, it does not end well for the people trying to trick the dragon. Where like the survivors came back and told their stories at the Cobalt Soul, and it does not. It's just
Yeah.
a lot of people die. Especially tricking older dragons. The most successful stories that you find are those tricking like younger dragons, like wormlings or young adults. Like dragons under the age of like 100 to 200 years. Is like what you find. It takes somebody who can lie pretty well to be able to pull that off. You'd have to find somebody that has enough charisma, enough confidence in their self, and something that the dragon would want enough to entice them. A lot of the times, fighting against dragons is less about pure brute strength, so that is a major part of it, but also about tricking the dragon with their weaknesses, whether that be what kind of enrages them, what they're scared of, or what what their weakness is. Like most dragons are really greedy, so it's really easy to entice dragons with gold and shit and other expensive prizes. So that's what you find.
Okay. I also want to do any research that I can on Kistarianth, if there's anything in the Cobalt
Okay.
store regarding her.
The DC will be a little bit higher since you already did a lot of research on dragons. So essentially, the
Sure.
idea is like you don't have as much time. So roll an investigation check.
Will do.
Best
Best
stat.
stat?
Better.
Nice.
You find a mention of Kistarianth. It seems like they're relatively young, and they were spotted. A young red dragon of Kistarianth's description was spotted in the Horseshoe Bluffs about 10 years ago.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it.
They're young though.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that gives us something to work with.
Best we can do right now, I feel like.
Is there anybody else who would like to research anything?
Yes. And because this is unrelated to the current, like, tell me this later. But I would like to research anything mentioning the flawless ones.
Ah!
Mm.
Yeah.
Is
Please.
that
Roll an investigation check.
That's that.
That's that.
Best
That's
stat.
that.
Nice.
That's a good roll.
The flawless ones, you find quite a bit of literature about the flawless ones, actually. From what it describes, it's very similar to how Dane described it before. That it's portrayed that publicly they are a kind, benevolent kind of charity organization that donates a lot of their time and money to creating things to preserve the elven culture. They make a lot of museums and churches and temples. They are in the Kingdom of Ciaris, but also in select cities in the American Empire, such as Endair and Tudele especially. And Shakeen when it was around, but you know.
Get pranked.
Yeah.
Bad. Get pranked.
Get pranked.
Wasn't our fault, no matter what Zalek.
I don't know any of it, so.
You also find out that they are a big supporter of the crown in the Kingdom of Ciaris. They are a heavy benefactor. They are seen as a loyal servant, kind of like a third party that works closely with the crown to kind of like create laws and rules and to help advise the crown on other legislature and important things that the crown should pay attention to.
So it's like if Congress was actually made of super PAC.
It's like if well, okay, so the Kingdom of Ciaris is a monarchy, so there's
Okay.
that. It's like if the KKK were the advisor to
Yeah.
the king.
Yeah.
Implying they're not.
That's a good point, Evan.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
So, you also find out a lot, like what Dane says, that they have been connected to either directly or indirectly to a lot of different attacks, harassment. You even have a mention of a town called Oasis in the Athadale Range. It's known for its export in various metals and various ores, but specifically a very special ore called Arumbarium, which
I
is like
remember this.
which is like a really fancy metal that can be used in arcane rituals to increase their effectiveness. And
You also find it's illegal in the
yeah, it's also illegal. So
Yeah.
in many places, the American Empire.
Okay.
Very select cases, it has to be like approved by the government and stuff like that. but you find that the town of Oasis was there was an attack there that burned down most of the town, and there was a big massacre there about 25 years ago, I believe. We'll get the exact date for you.
I was gonna say, you can send me this later if you want.
Yeah, I'll send you the specifics later. But essentially there was a big massacre there, connected to the Flawless Ones, where many half-elves and their parents were killed and murdered by the Flawless Ones.
Hey, I have a question. Can I go up to Thaya?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Thaya, are you busy right now?
Kind of, but what's up?
Did I ever tell you that I learned more about our neighbors the other day?
No, I don't think I knew you went to visit them.
Oh, so I feel like, let me just find all this information. Give me a second. So many so I actually got to talk to them. Then their names are Kayleen and Zane Morningfall. And the reason why their house was all shitty is because apparently the government was used to work in the government there. Do you know anything about that, do you think?
The government in the American Empire?
In the Kingdom of Ciaris. He's an elf, remember?
Is he a full elf?
I don't remember that, but
Hannah, were they one of
He
he
was a
half
full elf.
She
Or
was-
no,
He was a half elf, I think.
he was
Yeah,
a
he was
half
a half
elf.
elf.
Yeah, he was a half
and
elf.
He was an elf.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Was this? Did you want to know this?
That is interesting. Can I leave it there?
What?
I don't elaborate.
Oh,
Just
okay.
You get it. That's interesting.
Okay. I just thought you should know because I know we were trying to stalk them for a really long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This makes some things make some more sense.
You know you're being incredibly vague right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I need answers, but I'm just
probably
keeping
good.
it out there. Yeah.
Well, you won't get them right now.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get any answers from any of y'all anymore. I don't even understand why I'm being treated like a cat.
We've known you for 4 days.
But why are Frozen's friends treating me like a cat?
They also have no right to know any of us. Or
You've actually almost known Guinevere for an entire week now, guys.
Yeah.
Wow. Wild.
Wild.
It's been a wild
I mean-
fucking week.
you gotta think from their perspective. They thought Berger was dead. Now he's not. Their lives have been turned upside down. And I will say, you hear a hint of this, that seems like maybe I understand what that might be like. So I won't make you notice that there might be that. Yeah, they have a right to not be trustworthy right now.
I also don't like being touched by that. I don't know who they are.
They seem like good people. I mean, they helped us out. And if Frozen trusts them, we haven't known Frozen for never done anything to harm the group.
But at the same time, Frozen said they changed over time, haven't they?
Yeah, but everyone changes over time.
But I just know that, I just feel like people changed for the worse sometimes.
They seem like good people. I mean, you don't have to, I don't know, sleep in the same bed as them, but
In my defense, I was there first, but
okay. Well, just so you know, that is a little creepy. You know these people for 24 hours. I really need you to think about it.
okay,
Listen,
but
it's weird.
I didn't know
That-
that they were gonna sleep in there. They were
It's also
discussing
not your
stuff.
bedroom. You have paid for none of the. You have no
They're
right
just
going.
buddies, okay?
But, okay, continue, Hannah.
Anyway, Jack, Evan, Is there
Yes.
anything that you would like to research?
I don't think so. I think the dragons thing is
Helpful.
top priority, but I think that we're good on that.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to research? Anything about like the silence or like anything else, or you're just like fine?
He's vibing.
We're good for
You're
now.
vibing.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
We are.
Staring at
The
that love
party in and of
potion,
itself is
figuring
well
out how to
informed.
use it.
Is there anything
You
that
know- oh, I already
anyone
know how to
else
use it.
is doing?
Oh,
I
Not
asked
like on
Holly to cast locate object to see if she can find a doppelganger.
The local
I do.
Creature? Oh.
Oh, the creature.
There's
Yeah,
that
she
locate
doesn't have
creature.
locate object. She does have locate creature.
If we
Yeah,
could find a
creature-
spell scroll for locate object, I could probably copy it down.
Never mind. Do you have locate creature instead?
I
don't
do,
know if
but
you-
I have to know what they look like.
Do we have
I
any
know.
pictures of doppelgangers?
Yeah, that's so.
Well, if they are not in their original form, I need to know what the forms they're in looks like.
We have no idea.
Otherwise, locate
don't know.
creature won't work.
Which was the point of the scry, but that didn't work.
Alright, I've got another plan. We're gonna make a sign that's gonna say, House Wesset Survivors Will Reading or something. We're gonna put it outside my house. We're gonna hope the doppelganger will appear as someone from the House Wesset. And then we can murder.
like,
That's
it's bold.
bold, man.
Bold move.
Anyone have any other
Not there.
ideas?
What's the worst
Not
thing
there.
that could happen?
I mean, we have nothing to go off of. He could be anywhere.
Book says they're selfish and lazy. What could be more lazier than getting a dead person's money?
He likes these stealing things, so yeah.
This is true. I mean, I was reading with Frozen. They're probably, they're probably trying to sell their things currently to get some money.
Shit.
I know of a shady
fucking
place we
right.
might be able to learn about that stuff.
We're not going back to Mingus's, are we?
There's a place called something in the. God, sorry. There's a lot of names. Something Cove.
The Kraken's Cove.
The Kraken's Cove. It's known for its seedier element. I bet people there.
Would he really want to be there? So if he likes opulence and
Yeah.
grandiose, is
But
it
he would have to go somewhere to sell that, right? Pawn
how
that off.
seedy is the place?
Seedy. But I don't think he'd be there. But I think people sell things.
They might know. Yeah, we might be able.
Yeah.
to
Wait, guys, I have a question. Can we stop by the warehouse on the way there? Because he could be there. We don't know.
He's not connected
Not
to the
gonna be at
silence.
the warehouse.
He's
We
not
don't know
connected-
that though.
I don't think he's connected to the silence.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth investigating the warehouse.
Don't
Actually,
get me wrong.
Curiel, you've been a bard for a long time. What's the fanciest bard place to sell things in the town?
In the town.
Place-
Oh wait, no, other voice. In the
In the
town.
end here. Yeah,
He's
like
gonna
if I
roll.
was to sell stuff in the drama quarter, where would I go?
In the
I don't think he'd sell things in the.
People in drama
Shop.
quarter don't really
He's gonna
buy
make-
things.
Yeah, you probably want to do it in Gilded Quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gilded quarter.
Or like the end of person.
Oh no!
Best
Oh
stat.
no!
That's
Best
that.
Go.
I know some. Wrong voice. I know some bars around here. There's several that I've been to. I mean, if you're looking for really opulent places, I can take you to those. If you're looking for different stuff, I can take you there. There's one place in the Gilded Quarter named, I think it's called Player's Palace or something like that. Been there before.
That's in the drama
Really?
quarter.
Drama Quarter?
Yeah, it's in the drama quarter.
It's in the Drama Quarter. It's really opulent. A lot of it's a lot of actors and stuff go there, and they have performances. If you really like opulence, you'd probably be there, but I wouldn't sell anything there. I know there are several other bars around town that you might go to. I've heard of a few. I've been to Endair many times. They're Let me pull up my list of stuff.
The Drunken
Gotcha.
Goblet. That's a lower
There's-
scale place.
There's
I stayed
the
there.
Drunken Goblet, but that's like for the working class. Tinker's Tavern's pretty cool, but I doubt if they're lazy they'd be there. They might be at the Smiling Serpent. It's
So what you're saying is pub.
pub.
Pub crawl.
I mean, I do love drinking. I wouldn't mind it. Probably Smiling Serpent or the Player's Palace would be places to check for this guy. If he likes opulence, he'll probably be at one of those two places.
Alright, which one do we want to check first, guys?
It's up to you, in my opinion.
They're kind of on the opposite ends of the city, I will admit.
We should not split up.
Do we know
we
anything
should.
about them?
The Player's Palace is number 20 on your map.
Which one's closest to where we are?
You guys are
guys
currently at the
are-
library, so you're at 7.
There's like
Oh,
7.
so it's like right fucking here.
It's
Yeah.
right
Let's
there.
go there. We'll check there first.
And where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where's the other
Smiling
one?
Serpent's
Yeah.
over here.
We'll do it
24.
24.
Yeah.
clockwise.
Because we'll
right?
have to go back to the library to go home.
So we'll
What?
go 20 and then clockwise.
20 and then
library's direction.
clockwise around, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Before we go, I'm gonna pull Frosian to the side. Say, Frosian, just thought of this. But if we get into a confrontation where, like, maybe we split up, and then the doppelganger comes by and joins our group, just to identify yourself,
Code word.
can you take this pencil and just shade in your fingernail of your pinky?
I'm wearing full plate gloves, man. I don't think that's gonna work. But how about we
Well,
have a code phrase that we
Sure.
can all
Right.
use?
Pineapple Sunday.
Sure.
I'll go with pineapple on there.
Pineapple Sunday will work. Tell everyone else.
All right. I dispersed the
Sure.
code phrase that only we know.
Pineapple Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody is informed of the code phase. Pineapple Sunday. Make your way to the Player's Palace. Guess I should change the music.
Let's fight some people.
Hey, we don't know. Well, I mean,
Do you have a dragon at this bar
Maybe.
too?
Is this a good? No, this is shitty.
It's the pirates music.
The Pirates of the Caribbean music, like
Yeah.
I don't
That's copyrighted.
Where's my pirate music? I do have pirate music.
It doesn't fit in. It's just intense.
It's just really intense pirate music. I have
Think
it.
about it. Endire's a giant pirate ship.
What
called
time is
Pirates
it?
Quarantine.
Probably. What time do you guys
Look at
think it is?
in the morning, like
Say
in
2
game.
in the afternoon.
I mean, yeah, because
Early.
we
Mid-morning?
spent like the afternoon in the library, so it'll probably be like the past
Morning in the library. I would
Yeah, you guys
say.
spent the morning in the library, I was
1 o'clock,
thinking.
maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
let's say 2. So you guys get to the Player's Palace around, let's say, 2:30.
2:30?
Because you guys spent a lot of time. You spent some time in the morning talking.
Mhm.
Then you spent some time in the morning,
Scrying.
scrying. And then
Yeah.
you spent some time in the morning.
Just chatting,
doing
figuring
stuff
out. You walked to
in
the
the
library.
library.
You did some stuff there.
What?
It's like 6 hours in the library. Okay.
Give me a
what-
minute. I gotta look something really fast.
What, the description for the
Connor at?
Player's Palace?
He's at work still. He had to work earlier.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Sucks. really, really, really sucks working on it. I feel bad for him. Yeah, so you guys go to the Player's Palace. It's around 2:30, 3 o'clock by the time you guys get there. And arriving inside, it's pretty bustling for 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see there's all kinds of different people. I just want to make sure I get my description right. You can see walking inside, there's a large, I don't know what a thrust stage is.
Yeah, so basically, like, here, I'm gonna go for this. So, like, this is a very, very it's a pretty big tavern. And it's got like on the outside it has like the half the like two like comedy drama mask faces like as the symbol, and the player's palace in a very light scrawl along like the sign. And as you guys enter, it's a very well lit room, and there's a giant stage in the very like center of the room that's like fully immersed in the main area of the bar. There's a bar to one side to the left probably of the entrance, and tables all around the stage, and like this stage kind of comes out into the middle of the room. And there's probably someone there strumming a lute or something, performing on stage. Several people by the bar watching, and several people around at the tables. And
Did you say the comedy mask, like the theater comedy mask, kind of like this, like, aka the symbol for my thieves guild?
Yes, it is very similar to the symbol of your thieves guild, but you don't think
Similar, or
they'd
is it-
be this far up, would they? They're based in Udalay, right?
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, so you walk
Yeah.
inside, and there's a lot of people in here.
Mhm.
You can see a lot of them are actors,
Mhm.
wearing in various states of different costumes and disguises and all kinds of different things lording around on stage and around the chairs and tables around it. You can see people busting off stage. You can see there's several different people. There's like a half elf man with like blonde hair, like short cropped blonde hair, talking to this guy at the bar. Looks like they're just where is that noise coming from?
Sorry, that was my dad calling my dog.
Okay.
As you should.
And you hear yeah, but there's a lot of different people. There is one guy that does catch probably the perception people. So
Jess
Thaya and
Thaya,
Jack, with your stupid insane 20 passive perceptions, so they could be higher. So I'm thankful for that. Where's my description? Here we go. Yeah. You guys see kind of casually sitting at a table by himself, kind of like drinking something with drinking in one hand, kind of watching everything happening in the other, and like looks like he's like a novel in the other hand, like casually looking back and forth from his novel to everything around him. Is like a very handsome human man. But he's wearing like very heavy clothing. He's like a long, deep purple coat and like a mini cape. He has like a long sleeve blue shirt and pants.
Mhm.
Like wearing like thick leather gloves up to his elbows with like matching thick leather boots.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lots of people here are very ostensibly dressed, but this particularly stands out to you because he's like wearing very like thick clothes, and it's the middle of summer. So
Yeah.
weird.
His long brown hair is pulled back into like a low ponytail, and it shows off his like strong jawline and like a very bright smile that just is sitting on his face just as he reads.
Thaya, I will also say quickly, you also recognize a person that I completely didn't describe before.
Oh no.
I think an elven woman, if I remember properly. This is the woman who you met a little while ago when you were looking for jobs. She worked at the Rose? One of the two.
One of the two theater houses.
Yeah, one of the two theater houses. And you kind of notice as you're glancing around, a bunch of people have these pins that look like they have like a little rose on them. And then like a bunch of the other people have pins that look like they have like a little world, a globe on them, and comprising of the two theaters. And you notice that she's like talking with one of the guys at the bar. He's the guy Hannah was describing before. One of the other guys, not the suspicious one. He's got like blonde hair, long hair pulled back in a bun, and he's just talking to someone at the bar. and you're watching, and she's got a very similar glass, like with a very similar liquid, but you see her like sprinkle something into it, and then she swaps her glass with the guy's glass, and then just continues to drink as if nothing happened. Jack, you notice this too, but you don't recognize her, so you don't necessarily make the connection of what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is everyone
Alright.
doing?
Yeah.
I get up on a table and I say, 100 gold to whoever has the most beautiful hands. I need a hand model for my newest art piece.
Yeah,
Hey girl, when you see them hands.
yeah, make a persuasion check.
Alright, I'm gonna add Flash of Genius to this. I'm not too faithful.
Best stat.
It's my worst
Oh,
stat.
best stat!
Best stat!
Okay, that-
24.
Oh my god! Just so you know, the digital dice, the dice is actually cocked between a 19 and a 1. You're lucky.
I can see it. I'm just scared.
I was ready to help you if it needed to come to that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how do you guys see that?
No, it's just
Enable
anything.
dice in the settings.
What? Oh, right, you can.
Oh yeah, you can make it like a visual dice.
I forgot about that.
Enable.
Yeah, enable 3D dice.
I never did
Um,
it, so whatever.
Yeah, as you say that, a lot of the actors like turn and go, "Oh, please pick me, please. No, pick me. I have the best hands ever." Everyone starts kind of like, it's a lot of like young people like really wanting a job. You can tell because they're all like poor, starving actors. But this one
Burn.
guy kind of like looks up and kind of like turns away a bit more.
Yeah.
Kind of like huddles back down into his book, like hiding his arms.
Do we all notice
Alright,
him?
I point out, I call him out. I say, you there with the gloves. You must be hiding some magnificent hands besides such ornate leather.
I start slowly moving towards him, and he tries to make a run for it.
Are you
I'm-
trying to like
can I
stealthily
block
do
the
this, or are you
door?
being
Yeah, like I'm just blending in with the crowd.
okay?
Make
Roll
a
for
stealth
stealth.
check.
Make yeah.
Now, like if you're gonna lock the door, make a sleight of hand check.
Wait, are you
Am I
locking the
big enough to
door or are
block
you
it?
blocking the door?
So are you locking it or
Blocking.
blocking?
Blocking.
Blocking.
Okay, that's fine. You don't need to do anything.
Am I
Oh!
big enough to block the
Nice.
door?
Ooh.
Jesus.
I am gone.
Is this the first time we see a 30?
You're literally
I
free
think that's
to
probably
leave
the first
my
time we've
fighter.
seen a 30. Ooh. Yeah, you managed to blend in. You're like casually talking to people and like you just sneak and you're like
Yeah,
basically directly behind him now.
You're in the Critical Role campaign too, so
Mhm.
like you're just gone.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you are so stealth right now. You
Mhm.
feel very confident. You're just casually, you're confident enough about yourself that you casually make your way so you're about 10 feet behind him.
Hmm.
Okay.
He doesn't appear to have noticed. He goes, but he turns to Frozen and goes, "I'm sorry, sir. I do not need any jobs right now. I'm not really interested. I'm just gonna read. Thank you."
Well, alright then. Must be an interesting book. I guess I just drop 100 coins.
Oh
Just
my god.
drop 100 gold to
Oh my
whoever
God.
comes up to you.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
just throw it on the table.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, where people start scrambling for it, and
Yeah.
he kind of looks at it with a little bit of distaste, and he's kind like the whole scene with a little bit of distaste.
Mhm.
But you can see his eyes are kind of like drawn a little bit to the gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably one way to go about this situation.
I never took my ring back from. Still has the ring of messaging, right?
The what?
It's not, the ring of the message the
Messenger rings.
Messenger
Yeah.
ring.
Who did you give it to originally?
Frozen.
Frozen. Okay. Yeah.
I say I can do something, but if it goes wrong, it's really gonna go wrong. But I can make it
I'm
secret.
gonna message back. Everyone's distracted right now. Now is a great time to do something.
I walk up to him,
Make the plays.
Okay.
and I use Fey Presence, and as an action, I will cause a creature in a 10-foot cube originating from me to make a wisdom save against my DC. If they fail, they are charmed.
What's
Okay.
your?
Charm effect?
Yeah, it's 15.
What is it? A wisdom save?
Wisdom is 15. This is risk.
Ooh. Oh. I feel
What is
so
it? What is it?
sad, but no.
What is it? He resists it?
as you kind of like focus on that, the power of Artagan that Artagan gives you. You focus and you release that energy, and you can see his shoulders stiffen up for a minute, and then fall back down. And he stands up and he turns around and goes, "Now, why did you do that?"
Does he look to me? Does he know
Yes.
it was me?
Yeah, that reveals your presence to him.
I use my ring and just say, just take off his gloves, like sleight of hand that if you can.
Okay. There's no way I'm gonna sleight a hand.
I should have given you the gloves of mugging.
Oh, he's looking at me.
Yeah, you have those.
I just look at him and I go. I go, sorry, wrong person. That wasn't you. I was playing a prank on my friend over here.
Yes, sure. And he grabs his book and he like downs his drink and sets it back down on the table along with enough gold to cover his drink. And says, "I'm just gonna go."
I walk up to him and go, apologies about that. Let me buy you another round. It was not meant for you.
Please don't bother me.
I will pull off his glove.
Make a next like a acrobatics check versus his acrobatics check.
Okay.
This is so bad.
I don't know what's happening. I went to the bathroom.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
You was not expecting you. You
Mhm.
knocked the book out of his hand and grabbed the gloves and you pull it off and it reveals 2 burned hands.
Mm-hmm.
And as
Oh,
he
God.
looks at you and he looks at you and you and he looks down at his hands, gloves.
He's gonna. Wait, sorry.
Can I punch him?
Did you have something you were going to do? I was going to.
Actually, Whitney, a question. Did you walk in without your mask on?
No, probably have my helmet on still.
Okay. He's going to try to grab the gloves back and say, "That is so rude."
And then I was
Can I
going
walk
to
over and
say.
stalk him?
Can we see this happening or no?
It's an ordeal. Yeah, you see this
He's
happen.
gonna grab his gloves back from you if you let him.
Of course not.
Okay,
Okay.
make a strength check, an athletics check. It's like a grapple check. So make an athletics check contested by his acrobatics check.
Can I lock the door to the bar? Is that possible?
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check. If you want to do it unnoticed.
Dang, that's annoying.
Alright.
Thought
I'll
it would
try.
set up properly.
Oh, yeah, make a sleight of hand check. Zach.
That's
21.
bad.
Yeah,
Now we're getting
so
good rolls.
Finally.
he grabs the gloves back from you, Thaya, and goes, "I suggest you leave me alone, and I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me."
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a charm effect, I believe.
Ooh, wait, wait.
Yeah.
I can't be charmed, I don't think, right?
I don't think you
No,
can
you
be.
can't.
You have advantage
Okay.
with charm.
I have advantage. Okay,
Yeah.
so make it again.
I think it's a charm effect. I'm just double checking right now.
I'll wait then, before I roll again.
Yeah, I think it's a charm effect because there's creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect.
So I get to roll with advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have advantage against it.
Roll
Ooh, okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
What's his?
It's gonna be.
Dang, none of them work. Okay, one sec. I don't know what his thing is.
I think it's 18.
Okay.
At least we're all locked in the bar together.
Yeah. So, either way she feels.
Yeah.
You feel this suggestion take hold of you, and you have an urge, not just an urge, but a need to leave him alone.
Wait, so what were his words exactly?
I
I
suggest.
suggest you leave me alone.
Okay. He says that, and I turn to my group and I go, "Guys, I think I found," but I don't do any. I won't do anything to stop.
Okay.
Alright, can I cast magic missile on him?
Oh, you're going to immediately start a bar fight? Right. Okay.
Okay, but that's not even a bar fight. That's just out to
Posh
kill.
establishment.
Okay, we're gonna do. Should we?
We're
should
gonna
we end
cause
the session?
problems on
Okay.
purpose.
Roll damage for magic missiles automatically.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait a minute.
he can do. Will
Yeah,
he?
he casts shield. And it blocks.
You
your-
motherfucker! You learned from us.
Wait, no, magic missile automatically hits though.
No,
No,
shield
shield
specifically blocks magic missile.
Oh.
He says, "I will be taking my leave, and everyone's gonna roll initiative
Wait.
as we don't have a actual
Battle map?
We're gonna find a battle map for next time.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, everyone roll initiative because that's fun.
We're just gonna leave us on this cliffhanger.
Oh, nice.
We'll leave you on this nice tight cliffhanger.
Alright, click on our token, right? That's how this works. Oh!
Wait,
No.
Oh, nice.
Why does mine never happen? I have a 23. Shit.
Did you click on your?
God, I can't
I
use
did.
comp.
I swear I did.
I don't have a token for him,
Nice 7.
Oh,
but I'll get a token for him for next time.
That's some high initiatives.
We can also on our
we can
phone.
have him
Yeah.
roll initiative later anyway.
yeah, no, my initiative's kind of juicy.
But we have to add people in because it looks like only.
Okay, that's
Okay,
decent.
guys, I have calm emotions.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sure.
Can't target
Yeah,
him with that. He
definitely.
didn't leave him alone.
I
Yeah.
can target myself with. Oh no, it's suggestion. It's
So-
not, wait, is it charm?
Just to
Charm
be
effect.
clear, there's a
Sick.
giant horde of people trying to get gold, and there's a bar fight happening at the same time.
Well, we're about to attack.
I mean,
this.
there was just a magic missile.
Yeah. That's
What
right.
is everyone else doing?
Well, now the bar's kind of quiet at this point. The bar has like stopped at seeing what
Yeah,
this is about to happen. A lot of people are starting to back up. But in the meantime,
Subtlety is our middle name.
That's right.
I'm here
So
to
much
solve a
more
problem,
door.
and we're
Can't
gonna
get
fucking
out
do it.
unless
Yes,
you
I'm
break
gonna start punching people, which I haven't done the entire game.
punch, punch, punch.
That's my job.
Oh, being a problem solver.
With your fists.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
I am also very excited.
It's
Did you-
gonna.
Did we get through everything that you hoped that we would this session?
I didn't
Nope.
think it was gonna end in a fight. I will be honest.
You got through
but I'm
most of the encounters, I would think, that we expected
Yeah.
you to.
Yeah, there was a few
Yeah.
that we prepped for that we didn't think that you guys were gonna do.
But we've got those for next time.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I didn't think that the whole Aragon thing was gonna take so long, but like that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how else was I gonna find this bastard?
No. Mhm.
You could have just not done it tonight.
That's
None
true.
of-
That's true.
We
Yeah.
knew it had to be done. Like,
Yeah.
it had to
Yeah,
be done.
I figured if I
there, we could just ask the Archmage.
I figured if I did that thing again, I'd feel even shittier the next time I did it, so I'd have like a 12 in con instead of a 16 in the end. And that's no fun.
Mhm. Yeah. The reduction in hit points was rough.
Yeah, I wonder why it isn't like a normal Bloodstone. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, I wonder why it only costs 2,000 gold.
I wonder why it only costs 2,000 gold pieces. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
For 10,000 gold diamond, you could use that for Revivify.
5,000
Yeah.
gold. You can use it for
5,000.
No, you can use it just for resurrection. I was gonna
Yeah.
say for resurrection.
Where,
Bruh,
where are my notes?
could use this fucking Bloodstone for resurrection. It'd be great.
She would probably get angry at you if you use it for resurrection.
Technically, you could. Technically, you could. But
It's my fucking property. I do with it what I want.
That's true.
we're gonna.
And you have to keep resurrecting yourself until you come back as an elf.
Okay, we're gonna end the session here.
This session there.
XP.
Wait, one question. What level is Widowgast Transmogrification? Is it level 8, like 4 or 5?
What?
Fifth? I think it's fifth.
It's
Maybe
5th?
sixth.
Okay.
Because they did cast it on not when they were 12th level.
Level.
Are we talking about the transformation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's the trans rights spell that
Yeah.
Cole made for Not,
Mhm.
where essentially it changed Not's race
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I know.
spoilers.
Spoilers.
Sorry about anybody watching that. But
That's what we need to do to Dan.
Are we still live?
Yes, we are still live. We need to do experience.
Okay.
oh shit, fuck, experience.
Okay.
Fine.
Experience.
You guys got 450 for existing.
Sick.
I don't think you guys completed a short-term goal. You didn't attune
fucking
to a
lie.
new
Ah,
magic
okay,
item.
I found my fucking brother.
Oh,
man.
that's true. Okay,
That
okay.
was a long trip.
That's a long-term goal if I've ever heard.
I'll count that then. So level times. Did we want to reduce it to 100 or is it 200?
It's 100.
It's 100. Okay, so the
And nine has
900.
100. No one attuned to a new magic item. Did someone invoke their bond ideal flaw to make a meaningful impact during gameplay?
Okay, I don't know
I
what
mean,
you call.
kinda.
I don't know what you call stay presence, which I get as a warlock.
That's not a bond ideal or flaw, but it's
still-
an
Oh, that's true.
Ability.
it's an
But
ability.
Silius did invoke his bond.
Yes.
Familial bond.
Technically flaw too. A character developed a new existing relationship in a meaningful way. I would say that's true as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A character discovered a piece of interesting, useful, and/or secret lore about the world or an NPC.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's also
the
true.
foolish ones.
A lot.
Fancy
Flawed.
ones.
The
Flawed
foolish
ones.
ones. Yeah,
Flawed.
honestly, call them the foolish ones.
What are they called?
They're the elvish
Flawless
cake.
ones.
The flawless ones. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like I feel bad for anybody who's getting triggered by this, but like they're definitely the bad guys. Like there's no way. I want to make it clear right now. Flawless ones, not good people. Shitty
Mhm.
people, bad guys. Burn the bad guys.
Flawless one? Not actually.
Are they worse than the
Flawless ones?
silent?
Awful.
Oh, totally worse than the silence.
Sure,
I mean,
there's,
the silence destroyed a government, but they're like racist.
Are we really
Who's
ranking
speaking
all
the numbers of the silent?
I'm bored with that. That's kind of based.
It's,
Yeah, but who's work? Whatever, man.
well, I mean,
I think
okay.
their outward motive is fine, but like the terrorizing is
Well,
not
yeah,
man.
but that's the point.
Outward motive is not what they are.
Outward motive
Yeah, but, like,
is
how-
not what they actually are. The outward
How,
motive
how
is a-
deep does the rot go,
They're
you
not
know?
Nazis. I
Okay.
mean, they're not the case. They're essentially like the Nazis.
Either way, continuing on with XP. A character used a skill or spell to solve a problem in an interesting or meaningful way.
magic missile to stop
Um,
the enemy?
Would you
Nothing.
That
Nothing
sounds
works.
You didn't
I
really
don't think that
solve
violence really
any of the
counts.
problems that you
I
occurred. They
know.
kind of just made your problems worse.
What do you mean? We found him. Problem
I'm
solved.
sure.
the party took a perilous journey that took time to complete.
No
No.
perilous
The
journey.
character failed a significant roll that resulted in wasted resources, negative relationship with an NPC, an injury, or some other major fallback.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't say so, even with. Wait, what were you thinking? Anna?
What were you thinking?
Spell? That
Yeah.
just...
The suggestion or failed the suggestion or
It's so, okay, I was gonna say, I don't know, maybe it doesn't, I don't care because I can just calm emotions on my turn and affect myself and
mhm.
charmed by this man.
Oh,
like-
that's true. Yeah.
Cool story, bro. Don't
Mhm.
care. It's
Yeah,
just a
but
waste
you
of money.
burn a second level. So
It doesn't matter, I mean,
A character took actions that made a major impact in the world or local area for better or worse. I would say that magic missile is starting a bar fight with
I think
a
that is going to have.
that is
Okay.
a hard thing to
That's
explain.
going to have
Alright,
repercussions.
Yeah.
here's my plan. I'm gonna have Curiel and Holly stop everyone from fighting by saying it's official word in business.
So 450, 900, and then 4 sets of 225.
2,250 experience points.
2,250? Alright, I'll put,
what
the,
do you got total,
I'll put the
Jess?
note total in the chat.
560 and 0.
What's the XP total? What are you guys at?
I just put it in
5, 6,
chat.
86.
So you said
When do
it
you
was
guys level up?
64,000, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, we got a ways to go.
That sounds right.
Because you said it was you said it was 2,200.
Yep,
Okay, right.
2,250. That
Alright,
sounds
then
right.
Then I did it right.
Okay,
But
cool.
like that's not
56,000.
bad though, because like if we're leveling up, like we're getting 2,000 every turn, and we're only 8,000 away. That's like we can get there in like a month, more
Yeah.
or less.
Yeah.
This was also. So,
Well, and essentially, okay, we're gonna have a combat next.
Yeah.
yeah.
We have to end the session there. Thanks for watching, Connor. I'm so
Mhm.
sorry that you had to miss this. I hope capitalism.
Some shenanigans.
He's freaking out right now.
Yeah, you gotta go back and watch the session. If
Oh.
you did, just put an elf in the chat.
yeah.
Wait,
Just an elf reaction. Or an
Connor,
elf
On the
like-
emoji.
shelf.
Yeah.
I
Shall-
think he's home now. Look at his thing. It says he's online. So
Well, whatever. He's late and he's not here on time.
Oh, hey,
Hi, Connor.
What's up, guys?
You missed the entire session. It's great.
We can give you a recap for
Yeah.
And then Alex, real
We-
quick, did you guys let us edit our own initiatives?
What?
You have to
In
click.
the thing?
You need to click on your characters. Yeah. Oh, I mean, hypothetically, yeah, you can.
No.
Don't do that, though. That's
wait,
bad.
230,
Okay,
wow.
I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'll see you
Good
guys.
night, folks.